get out and run. What's the biggest thing to know in your mind about the Aggies besides your respect for their coach?
Well, look, they're 17th in the country in offensive efficiency, so they're a high execution team. So teams like that, you have to make them uncomfortable. When we made the Final Four, we beat BYU that year. Very similar team from an offensive standpoint.
Okay.
That if you let whoever has the ball find the open man with no duress and and hit him on time on target, those teams make shots. It's not just, team really shot it well. Uncomfortable teams shoot a low percentage, and you have to make them uncomfortable, and that takes uncommon effort.
Right.
It takes effort, and that's what we got. And it goes back to what I said in the previous segment of you got to know why you're going to win, and then you got to know why you lose.
All right, 32 games down. We're looking forward to number 33 and hopefully 34, 5, 6, 7, 8 after that. Thank you, Mick. We'll talk to you after.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
All right, that's Mick Cronin. More coming up in just a moment. This is Bruins basketball.
Online at AM570LASports.com. This is LA's best sports talk.
The Men of Westwood is the official collective for UCLA men's basketball NIL opportunities. Founded by top-level UCLA supporters, the Men of Westwood was created to cultivate and facilitate NIL opportunities for student athletes, with the idea of teaching our student athletes the concept of giving back through participation in camps for underprivileged youth, attendance at youth hospitals, and other means of serving the community. For more information, visit menofwestwood.com or email bruins@menofwestwood.com.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Pernia Law is a proud sponsor of UCLA athletics. When it comes to providing representation after an accident or injury, Pernia Law has got you covered from start to finish. Founded by UCLA alum Artie Pernia, Pernia Law will be by your side and provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery after an injury while you get paid. When it's time to find a personal injury attorney, visit PerniaPersonalInjury.com or send a DM on Instagram @Pernia Law Group. Take comfort in knowing Pernia Law is ready to help you get paid today.
Acosta Heating and Air Conditioning has been family-owned and operated for 25 years and offers its heating and cooling services throughout Ventura County, the San Fernando Valley, and on the west side. We provide service, preventative maintenance, installations, and free estimates. The Acosta family, including UCLA alum Alex Acosta, has established a strong sense of community, actively supports local programs, and is proud to be a sponsor of UCLA athletics. Visit AcostaHVAC.com to find out how the Acosta family can help you feel more comfortable in your home.
UCLA basketball is brought to you by Ready, the official protein of UCLA athletics. Championship nutrition fueling UCLA champions. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment. Choose Chill, a proud sponsor of UCLA athletics. Celebrate responsibly. La Victoria, the official salsa of UCLA athletics. Men of Westwood, the official collective of UCLA men's basketball. Old Dominion Freight Line, working hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Postmates, great restaurant selection and no delivery fee or service fee on eligible orders over $50. Terms apply. UCLA Health, where discovery leads to world-class healthcare. And by Westcom Credit Union, the official banking partner of UCLA athletics. It's game time on the Bruin Audio Network. Back courtside alongside Tracy Murray, here's the voice of the Bruins, Josh Lewis.
UCLA in search of that ever-elusive national championship, something that used to be a birthright but now has eluded them each of the last 30 years. If the Bruins are to bring home a banner, they'll need to go 6-0 these next 3 weeks. Game 1 of that hopeful run tonight here in Lexington, Kentucky. It's the 7-seed Bruins and the 10-seed Utah State. Josh Lewin with Tracy Murray. Welcome to legendary Rupp Arena. Last time the Bruins played here, it was Lonzo Ball and TJ Leaf leading the way to an upset of a team ranked tops in the nation. Keys to running that back some 9 years later. They're delivered right now by our friends at Postmates. Mr. Murray, you are on.
Well, with any Mick Cronin team, it's defense first. You have to contain Martinez and Falsley and Akanu and anybody else that's high percentage scorers. You got to cut them off. Toughness, mentally and physically. You need mental and physical toughness in the NCAA tournament to survive and advance. Energy and effort. If you have the same effort as the last game and the same energy as the last game, the Bruins are going home. It's tournament time. Win and advance mentality. The Bruins are 7-8 on the road. And so they have to find a way to win here in a neutral site game.
We note a 10 seed has upset a number 7 seed each of the last 4 seasons in this tournament. USC went down in flames to Miami in 2022, for example. Last year it was Florida losing a wild one to Colorado, 102-100. Looks like a 7 seed Kansas is about to lose to Arkansas tonight. So we put all that in the blender. The Bruins as the 7 seed, you know the story. Missed the tournament entirely last year, a rarity to be sure. Grabbed some talented transfers for this year, ended up 22-10. But in Westwood, if a season ends without cutting down a net, it's seen as coming up short. Very much like if the Yankees or Dodgers don't win a World Series, the fans see it as a fail, full stop. So with that pressure and the knowledge it's been exactly 30 years since the Bruins have indeed hung a banner, they will take the court here in Lexington tonight. We've got lineups and tip when we come back. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570, LA Sports.
At Ralph's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Ralph's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Okay, I'm getting lunch delivered. What's everyone want?
Well, I'm gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
Vegetarian for me, please. Veggie guy.
Vegetarian? Got it.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Nuts.
Oh, hey, I'm fee-free.
Sorry, fee-free?
Yeah, I don't put fees into my body. My body is a temple.
Okay, but how do I order delivery without fees?
Postmates. No delivery or service fee on orders over $50.
Order from the best restaurants in LA, totally fee-free on eligible orders over $50. Only on Postmates. Offer terms and exclusions apply. See app for details.
UCLA fans, college basketball is here. Turn beer runs into championship runs and grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis to cheer on the Bruins this season. Fight, fight, fight! Dos Equis, official import beer sponsor of UCLA Athletics. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Winning stays await at the UCLA Lake Arrowhead Lodge. Escape to the mountains and enjoy breathtaking views, cozy chalets, and world-class dining, all while surrounded by nature's beauty. And now, when you book, we'll treat you to complimentary daily breakfast during your stay. Just mention the touchdown offer when booking to receive this exclusive deal. Available now through June 14th, 2025. You bring the 8 claps and we'll bring the excellence. Visit lal.ucla.edu/touchdown to start planning your next adventure.
The home of your UCLA Bruins. AM 570 LA Sports.
Fourth time UCLA and Utah State are meeting in the NCAA tournament. Bruins have won all 3 prior meetings, and all-time, if you include the regular season, 7-3 Bruins against the Aggies. Both teams were just bounced in their conference tournaments. Both were down 27 points before rallying to make it closer at the end. Let's check the starting lineups while we have an opportunity. We're just about 3 or 4 minutes from tip now. For the Utah State team that has stumbled down the stretch. They've lost 3 out of 5, 2 of those to Colorado State. Looking at Dayton Albury, who will be their de facto point guard. He's one of several seniors that'll see time out there, a Bahamas native, transferred from Queens University in North Carolina. The one sophomore amid the sea of seniors is Mason Falslev. He's really talented. There's a little bit of everything for them. He's one of just 3 players nationally averaging 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2 steals a game. Yeah, 6 rebounds a game, and the guy is 6'3". Tucker Anderson is also a starter for them, a transfer from Central Arkansas, 6'9", 210, but can step out and shoot it a little bit. Ian Martinez can definitely shoot it. 5th-year senior. We've seen him at Maryland. We've seen him, we've seen him just flat out play good basketball. A guy that's actually a double transfers. So whether you remember him from Utah or Maryland, now he's at Utah State. He's a Southern California kid. This one will be personal to be sure. And he's got the second longest streak in the nation of double-digit scoring games, 36 games in a row back to last year, scoring 10 or more. Now, their fifth man, I think this is interesting, Tracy. They're not going to go with the finesse 6'11 guy, the Belgian Austin Gatresi. They're going to go with Carson Templin, who's more of a bruising 6'8". He's 6'8", 230, and he'll just try to bash you in the teeth. The Belgian will certainly play, but he's a guy that's just kind of there for size and not to hit you.
Well, those are the guys that give the Bruins the most problems. They're 6'8", they're physical, they're able to move a little bit, they're able to push Bilodeau and Mara off the block. So, you got to go with the physical guys. They watched a lot of tape.
I think it's a pretty smart coaching move for Coach Calhoun, to be sure. So let's see if Tyler Bilodeau is ready to bang it inside a little bit as we look at the Bruins starting lineup. Bilodeau, the transfer from Oregon State, just 1 of 7 that last game against Wisconsin, but he leads the team, averaging 13.6 points a game. Eric Daly Jr. runs with him. He's a transfer from Oklahoma State. Had the 25-point finale in the regular season against USC, but then had the bagel at Wisconsin. Could not buy a bucket. Kobe Johnson, who wears 0, is not likely to score 0. He's averaging 8 points a game, 3 assists, and a team-best 6 rebounds. Sky Clark also 8 points and 3 assists, but he's not built to rebound. He's 6'2". Dylan Andrews having a down year, as the best and most accurate way we can put it. 10 straight games in single-digit scoring. He's at 7 points per game on average. Last year, that average was 13. Only 3 assists per game this year. Let's see if he can maybe find some dynamite here tonight as the Bruins look to advance and play Tennessee on Saturday. In common, I think, Trace, as we look at these teams, besides the coaches, both hailing from Cincinnati and learning from Bob Huggins and being really good friends off the court, both these teams will turn you over. Only 4 teams in the nation turn you over on 20% of possessions. These are 2 of the 4. Also, both these teams, I would tell you, have a little three-pointer PTSD. The Bruins marveled at Wisconsin hitting 8 of its first 12 attempts last time out. Utah State saw Colorado State gun in 8 of its first 13. So whomever can open the game nailing one from distance, guaranteed the reaction from the other side is going to be, here we go again.
Right, but and if you look at guys who are threats behind the line, N. Martinez is 38%, Falsley is 40%, Akanu is 44%, Albury is 48%.
Yep.
So there are guys that are snipers behind the three-point line for Utah State.
Good officiating crew. Doug Sermons is your lead man. 7 of the last 8 Final Fours, he's been there. Steve Anderson, who used to be an NBA referee, is out there. And Kevin Brill, who knows the Bruins well. And also Utah State, by the way. Utah State fans remember him for making a controversial call 2 years ago that ended their run in the Mountain West tournament. So Utah State fans not a big fan of Kevin Brill. At least the Bruins have familiarity with him. Utah State is on the court first in the navy-colored uniforms with the white and silver trim. They'll go left to right as we see it. Bruins in those bright whites with the blue and gold trim. They'll reciprocate going the other way. Action stations, here we go. Bruins have to go 6-0 to hang a banner.
Yeah, but it starts with 1. So can't look anywhere past this one.
Carson Templin's going to jump center. He looks exactly like the bad guy from the original Karate Kid movie.
He sure does.
Played by William Zabka. That's Johnny Lawrence jumping center, apparently. Leader of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
See if Bilodeau can sweep his leg here. The ball is in the air. Bruins control the tip. It's Sky Clark who will take it up court. Dylan Andrews will gallop down the left alley here. With the pass into the corner. Daly, a head fake from double team, gets the pass away to Andrews. Rifles the pass over to Kobe Johnson. Foul line extended right. Back to Andrews. A head fake. He'll shimmy to the left. Shot clock at 10. Andrews drags the pivot foot, finds a driving Daly. Now he backs out with 6 to shoot. Tries to split traffic, finds Andrews in the corner. His 3 is good. Bruins on top.
And that's a great 3 for Andrews. Great to start, with some confidence for him.
Well, he had been just 4 of his last 26 from distance. He ripped that in with the shot clock winding down. Falslev in the front court for Utah State. Now Kobe Johnson pinned to him. Out near the March Madness logo at midcourt. It's off to Ian Martinez, shuttled back to Falslev. 8 to shoot for Utah State. Way out to Templin, 30 feet from the basket. Starts the drive with 5 on the shot clock, looking for a cutter, nothing open. Templin, a fadeaway jumper, in and out, rebound, bopped in the air. Bilodeau can't hunt it down. Anderson's got it back to Templin. Utah State triggers to the left. Fallslev's three is good, and we're tied.
Yeah, and Fallslev can let it go. He shoots in the 40s from three, so you can't allow him any catch-and-shoot threes.
Utah State comes out pressing in the backcourt, and a turnover. Andrews threw it to the wrong man. Fallslev will shake his way to the left corner and find an open man top of the key. Anderson nails a three. It's 6-3 Utah State.
Not a good start by the Bruins.
No, that PTSD three-pointer thing has hit the Bruins. Wisconsin did it to them last time out. Utah State right now. Bruins break the press. Daly to the right wing. Bounce pass back to Johnson. A Clark top of the key to Andrews. Open three. Left wing. Balloons on in. And this thing's tied up.
I tell you, it's boom after boom after boom up in here with all these threes.
The teams have combined to go 4 of 5 from distance to start out. And now at the top of the key, Fallslev, hounded by Kobe Johnson. One of the Utah State players trips and falls. Open Martinez, his three, front iron, no. Kobe Johnson high points the rebound. And he'll tote it across the timeline, flings it to the right. Sky Clark pulls it out with a left-hand dribble to Bilodeau, angles left. Kobe Johnson, shuttle pass left. Daly, three ball, no, off the front iron, rebound Fallslev. He's only 6'3", but remember, he's their best rebounder. And he's not really bulky either. He just knows where to be. Here's a turnover. Andrews picks one off. Got Daly with him. Bounce pass to Daly, who lays it in. The Bruins up 8-6.
And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get some live ball turnovers, get into the transition, and get some buckets.
And you can take it inside on these guys. Utah State only 3 block shots as a collective their last 5 games. Bruins up by a bucket as Dayton Albury will float to the left wing. Hit Martinez with a pass at the top of the key. Daly on him. A little shuffle step, and now a three from Martinez. It'll rattle around and out. Johnson another rebound, and the Bruins will march down court. Kobe Johnson, a hip-length dribble, passing to the right. It's back out. Johnson, free ball coming, dancing out, rebound tipped around, rolling out of bounds. It'll be Bruins basketball when we come back. Or actually, check that. We'll actually keep it here. No timeout yet. Oh, they're going to reverse the call. The officials talked about it, said it went off UCLA.
That was the right call.
The good news for the Bruins. Dylan Andrews, right? We had mentioned 4 of his last 26 from distance. He started 2 for 2 tonight. Remember his first game of last year's Pac-12 tournament. He dropped in 31 points against Oregon State. He has not had a game like that all year this year. Drake Allen's on the floor for Utah State now, and so's the big Belgian Gattaretzi. He'll give it up to Martinez, to Allen, back to Martinez, stripped to the ball, gets it back, underhand toss out. Fallslev driving with 10 to shoot, the running right-hander no good, gets his own rebound, he'll put it up around, no, tipped again, no, and it's fought for. Bilodeau comes out of the pack, turns it over. Fallslev, reverse layup, he's fouled. Fallslev is everywhere for Utah State, keeping them in it early.
The Bruins are not blocking out. If they're going to allow 2 and 3 opportunities against Utah State and let them out-scrap them, it's going to be a long night.
It's stunning to report offensive rebounds are 4-0 in favor of the Aggies right now. That foul, by the way, on Daly, his first.
All that is toughness, Josh.
Fallslev, by the way, not a good free throw shooter, 56%. First one up and in.
Yeah, but those guys that are not very good free throw shooters that come in the game 50% are always the ones that make free throws against us for some reason.
Chess match begins now that Gattaretzi is in, the skinny 6'11 guy. Mick Cronin takes Bilodeau out, and Adai Mata is checked in. So maybe a chance down at the other end to go inside. Second foul shot in with a swish. Fallslev's got 5, and this game's tied at 8. Again, the full court press from Utah State, but the Bruins are ready for it. Kobe Johnson with a little hesitation. Jump pass to Sky Clark. He'll find an open Daly. Speeding down the right wing. A back pass picked off. He threw it to the wrong man. And it's Fallslev trying to give Utah State a lead. He'll pass to the left. Drake Allen fakes a 3. Now puts it to the floor with a right-hand dribble. We're about 4 minutes in. This game is tied. Bruins have turned it over 3 times. Gattaretzi at the top of the key, guarded leisurely here by Mata. Gives him plenty of space to operate. Now Mata pokes the ball away. It'll drip into the backcourt. Gattaretzi back to recover it. Ahead to Allen, who loops the pass out to the right wing. Martinez's 3, dancing around, out, rebound tipped. It's on the floor, and Andrews, littlest man on the floor, has got it for UCLA. Utah State has begun 2 of 8 from the field, thankfully. Mata getting harassed at the top of the key. He'll dribble once. Not really his game, and it's stripped away from him. He'll bend down, pick it up, float it to the right wing. Andrews, 3 ball. Oh, it spins out on him this time. Rebound tipped out of bounds. The Bruins will keep it when we come back. 15:31 to go in this opening half. Bruins being dominated on the boards of all things, and that is not something we figured to be the case. They are the taller team, supposedly the tougher team, but this thing is 8-8 early on. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports.
Introducing UCLA's newest athletic partner, Strauss. A family-run business for more than 70 years, Strauss is Europe's leader in workwear. In 2023, Strauss opened its flagship store right here in LA. Come by our shop in Venice to check out the latest in our workwear, work gear, and safety equipment. Whether you're on the field or in the field, Strauss can help you get the job done. Strauss, how champions work. Visit us.strauss.com.
Show off your Bruin pride with the Westcom Bruin Edge Visa credit card that will make you want to 8 clap. Earn 5% cash back on select UCLA purchases and 1.5% cash back everywhere else. Plus, enjoy no annual fee and get a $500 cash back bonus when you spend $2,500 in the first 3 months. Now that's better banking for Bruins. Visit westcom.org to apply and for terms and conditions.
You want a sub stacked high with meat and cheese? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want an off-the-charts radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a grizzled cowboy. The sheriff doesn't like the look of me. He challenges me to a duel. We draw, and bang, I go down. But the Jersey Mike sub in my pocket, stacked with layers of meat and cheese, saves me. Everyone cheers. I'm the new sheriff. And I renamed the town Fresh Slicington. Subs always stacked high. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The Bruins play here. AM 570 LA Sports.
Well, the officials are letting him play. Only one foul so far in the first 4.5 minutes. It was whistled against the Bruins' Eric Daly. This game tied at 8. I'm going to talk about Daly for a moment here, Tracy. The sophomore transfer had only 6 shot attempts against Wisconsin, and he missed them all. The rare scoreless game for him. He averages about 13 points a game. I don't know if you're stunned by this, but I just couldn't believe it. Exactly 1 hour after that game ended, I'm heading back to the hotel in Indianapolis. I did a double take. Here's Eric Daly in full sweats with a basketball, getting into a car with his dad. They went and found a gym. And for 2 hours, right after that game ended, jump shot, just worked on his shooting after that Wisconsin game. Didn't eat dinner, nothing, just went to work on his shooting.
Well, I mean, it's evident, it's been documented by the coaching staff. We already know how hard of a worker Eric Daly is. But everything has got to translate to when these lights are bright, like right now. That's when everything has got to come together.
Daly's on the bench now. Bilodeau back in. He'll team with Adai Mata as the Bruins inbound from underneath the Utah State basket. Andrews almost out of time. Almost turned it over. It'll be slapped away but recovered by Kobe Johnson near the midcourt line. Bruins have 14 to shoot. Sky Clark, who hasn't taken a shot yet with a left-hand dribble, crossing over now. Top of the key, shot clock down to 8. A pass up high, Mata. What a cut into Sky Clark, who dunks it down. That's a Bill Walton-style pass from a big man, Adai Mata.
And we know that Adai can pass the basketball. Great play for the end of the clock.
Second dunk of the year for Sky Clark. And Kobe Johnson, a silly reach-in foul some 30 feet from the basket. You need Kobe in this game to contest with Mason Falslev.
Those are the fouls that he has to resist. You can't get those grabbing fouls 40 feet away from the basket.
Well, sure enough, Johnson will go right to the bench. Lazar Stefanovic comes in, some senior leadership. Sebastian Mack comes in for Dylan Andrews. Andrews hit those 2 threes right off the jump. Missed a third as it lipped out on him.
Good minutes by Andrews.
Bruins ahead 10-8 against Utah State. Falslev to inbound, twirls it in for Gadarezzi. The 6'11 Belgian to Akano, being guarded by his former Oregon State teammate Bilodeau. Akano trying to swivel inside on Bilodeau, passing it out with 11 to shoot. Gadarezzi at the top of the key finds Falslev. He'll swivel, find Akano, batted away and recovered by the other Beaver on the floor. Here is Bilodeau up court to Clark. Chest pass to the right wing. Sebastian Mack has got it. Just had an 18-point game off the bench against Wisconsin. In it goes to Mata. They collapse on him. Finds the open man, Sky Clark. Hesitates, drives, kicks it out. Stefanovic, wide open 3. No good. Mata fighting for the rebound, couldn't get it. The 6'3 Falslev ripped it away from him. And now a block at the other end, but it goes in anyway. As Albury drove to the hoop, it got deflected on in. This game is tied at 10.
Stefanovic had a wide open three. He's got to knock those down. It can't be flat up in here. You got to shoot it correctly.
His shot and his scoring way off of late. In it goes Mata, getting collapsed on again. A double team, finds the cutter. Stefanovic fades, fires, and rolls it home from 5.
And that had an arc on it, so it had a chance to going in.
Stefanovic only 25 points in his last 9 games. They would love to get him going. Bruins by a bucket where you played 6 minutes here in Lexington, Kentucky. Akano shoots a pass to the left wing. Off it goes for Albury. He's tracked by Mata. Runs right by him to the right wing. Out it comes now for Allen. Shot clock under 10. Allen between the legs dribble. Gets a hard pick. And now looking for the open man. Throws it out of bounds instead. Akano could not cut to it in time. The unforced error, and the Bruins get it back.
And we were talking about Utah State pressing in their zone and how active they are. Let's not forget about the Bruins defense. It's a good defensive team.
Well scouted is this Utah State look of spacing and cutting. That's what they do offensively. Talk more about that as we go. Here's Sky Clark running the show with Andrews on the bench. Hooked inside for Mata. Back to the basket. Out it comes Stefanovic. Extra pass. Sky Clark 3-ball. Good with a swish.
And you know what? When I love to see when Sky Clark is confident and he's knocking down his shots.
He's got 5 points already. Bruins lead by 5. Albury getting tracked by Clark. On him like a bounty hunter here. Pass gets away to Falslev, the sophomore, who's been brilliant for them. Off it goes to Drake Allen. Hurries a pass to Akano with 10 on the shot clock. Trying to step back. He'll fire a 3 over Mata. It's way off, and the rebound tipped around. Grabbed by Sebastian Mack, who gets fouled by Getaretsi. Excellent work by Sebastian Mack to slither under the 6'11 player. Mack was only 6'3". He got the rebound.
And we know how tough Mack is. Now, everybody on the floor need to take Sebastian Mack's mentality on the defensive boards and start taking care of that side.
Nice long run from Mata right now, by the way. Some of you know that when Mata gets 15 minutes or more in a game, the Bruins are 9-0. Bruins ahead 15-10 on Utah State. Sky Clark meanders to the right, loops a pass to Stefanovic into Mata. Waiting for a cutter, doesn't find anybody. He's double teamed. Chest pass coming to Stefanovic, feeds the post, and it's Bilodeau back out to Stefanovic, rising for a 3, and it's short. Rebound to Templin. That shot is really straight right now. The 3-point shots are not on the right arc. A pass underneath, stripped away by Stefanovic. Bruins get it back. Quickly down court, it's Mack down the left alley. Pulling back with the left hand, looking around, finding Mata again at the top of the key. Guns a pass to Clark into the corner, Bilodeau. Shakes and bakes. Out it comes to Clark. Thought about an NBA range 3, didn't take it. High pass to the corner, Stefanovic into Bilodeau. Plows inside, banks it up around and in. Bruins up by 7.
The Bruin ball movement is pretty good right now. They're moving it from side to side, and they're starting to break the Utah State Aggies down.
All of this happening with Daly on the bench, although Daly is now coming in from Mata. Mata didn't score. Didn't have a rebound, but he had 2 great assists while he was out there.
Yeah, I mean, you just play the game. You know, it doesn't have to be scoring all the time. And he had great passes backdoor. He had 2 backdoor passes, as a matter of fact, for assists.
Utah State is only 3 of 10 right now. They've hit a couple of 3-pointers. But right now it's a 7-0 Bruins run. Utah State hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. Allen, the 6th-year player, gets a pick from Templin. Skids to a stop and guns a pass to Anderson. A 3-ball is too strong. Rebounded, though, by Falslev. Put it to the floor, reverse it up and in. Man, he's tough. 7 points, and again, he's only 6'3", and he's only a sophomore.
Sky Clark was asking for over the back. They have to block out, and they have to really extend their blockouts first before crashing.
That dude had a 12-rebound game against Iowa earlier this year. Pocket pass to Stefanovic into Bilodeau. Floats it up and in from 8. Bruins up by 7. Now Bilodeau, another bullseye to get up to 4 points. Bruins being led by Sky Clark and Dylan Andrews, who have 5 and 6. Allen jogs it across. Single digits for him last 7 games. He'll peel it around, and Falslev thought about the 3. Instead, blows right by Clark. Feeds underneath, and Templin is fouled, and he lays it in. Well, a chance for a 3-point play and kind of a silly foul, too.
Yeah, I mean, Stefanovic was late on the backdoor drop when Bilodeau came over to help. If you're going to drop late, don't foul. You may as well just let him have the layup.
Templin, who got the surprise start tonight, got a chance for a 3-point play when we come back. There's 11:07 to go first half. Bruins 19, Aggies 14. This is UCLA basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports. It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of UCLA Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Hey Bruin fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UCLA basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the UCLA Bruins. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material.
Go Bruins.
AM 570 LA Sports.
For every Bruins assist this year, SEIA donates $100 to the Kevin Love Fund through the end of the postseason in support of their mission to break the stigma around mental health. To learn more, go to kevinlovefund.org, and thank you, SEIA, for their support. Bruins lead 19-14 over the 10-seed Utah State for now. Bruins, of course, have won an NCAA record 11 national titles, 10 of them in 12 years under the legendary John Wooden. The 11th came in 1995 during the tenure of Jim Herrick, who served as an assistant coach at Utah State for 4 seasons. So here are two teams who wear blue in the Bluegrass State, one of them trying to reclaim blue blood status. That would be UCLA. And they've got that 19-14 lead over the Aggies. Not a huge surprise, Trace, but Mason Falslev has carried them. He's got as many rebounds as the entire Bruins team does combined. And this guy's only 6'3", only a sophomore, but that's a little misleading. He's a 23-year-old sophomore. He served a 2-year Mormon mission in Brazil a few years ago. Just got engaged to be married, which will give Utah State 3 married players on its team. I guarantee you there are NBA teams that don't have 3 married players on their roster.
Right, but Falslev, yes, he's an older guy. Another thing with him is, we talk about 6'3". It's just the will to want the basketball. That's all he has. He wants the basketball, and he goes and gets it.
5 rebounds already for him. Right now, it's another bruiser at the line, Carson Templin, who misses a free throw dancing on the front iron. And Bilodeau pitchforks the rebound. Bruins still lead by 5. We have played 9 minutes in Lexington. Mack getting harassed, threads a pass along to Bilodeau to Clark. Back to Sebastian Mack between the rings. He tried 8 3-pointers last game, and 6 of them missed. Off it goes to Bilodeau. Cycles it around for Stefanovic. He'll hesitate, give it up to Sky Clark with only 8 to shoot. He's being trapped by Drake Allen. Pass comes around to Mack with 5 to shoot. To Stefanovic, 12-footer. Rolls in, and there's a foul called underneath. Daly picks up his second. I do believe the basket counts.
Yes, it does.
But Daly with a push, and he's going to have to sit. 2 quick fouls on him. William Kyle will come in for the first time. He provided great minutes in relief in that Wisconsin debacle. He was actually very good.
You can't pick up fouls on that play. The basket is going in.
Yeah.
You don't need anything extra.
21-14 UCLA. And up comes the point guard Dayton Albury with it. Last year was the Atlantic Sun Newcomer of the Year at Queen's University. Around to Templin on the left wing. Looking for Anderson, but Kyle's draped all over him. Almost pokes it away. Finally the pass gets in. Bilodeau bodies up. Can't stop it. Rebound tipped around, and Templin puts it up around and in. The offensive boards are carrying Utah State. Not something we thought we'd be reporting. We thought the Bruins would be that team. They just had 20 offensive rebounds in that Wisconsin game, a season high. Of course, they did miss a lot of shots. 10 minutes in, Bruins lead by 5. Bilodeau shuttles a pass right wing to Stefanovic, who's seeing a lot of court time here. Pass comes to the left wing. Mack feathers one to Sky Clark, who turns it over. He got caught betwixt in between, threw it to the wrong jersey. Allen a pull-up 3. It's way off, and the rebound is to Stefanovic, who gets hit in the mouth, and they're going to call a foul because of that. Nobody figured that three was going to miss everything, so it was just kind of chaos after the fact.
Yeah, that was a quick three for them.
Quick hook for Sky Clark after he turned it over. By my count, Trace, of the Bruins' 4 turnovers, 3 of them have been literally throwing it to a guy in the wrong jersey.
That's because guys are doing jump passes. The most fundamental thing you can do is pass the ball with your 2 feet on the ground.
Stefanovic to Andrews as the Bruins towed it up. Andrews to Mack, gets it away to Stefanovic, thought about the 3. Now he drives, kicks inside. 2-hand stuff for Kyle.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Stefanovic, but he was kind of up in the air when he dropped that off.
Guy that used to play for Utah is killing Utah State right now. Bruins up by 7 again. Here's Templin, who gets it outside. Falslev's 3, back iron, long rebound, and Templin's got it. More offensive board wizardry. Falslev drives on Kyle and scores. It's now 23-18.
Yeah, Falslev is killing the Bruins.
Well, it's the rebounding, it's the anticipation. 9 points for him already and 5 boards in 9 minutes. Here comes Mata back in the game. The Bruins definitely have a size advantage now, although Templin, I'm sure, is going to try to put his body into Mata. Mata's got a good 6 inches on him, but again, you're talking about Templin, a guy that loves to just get in on you. Here's Stefanovic, a 3. Ooh, it spins in and out. Rebound tipped out by Mata. It'll be saved by Andrews on the far sideline. Great job by Mata to keep it hot. Andrews to Kobe Johnson spinning inside. Gets a pass out to Mack, fires a 3, banked out, no. Mata had the rebound taken away from him, and that foul called on Utah State reaching in.
Mack's got to swing that ball. I don't care if Stefanovic missed the last 3. His job is to shoot the basketball. He shot a 25-footer and could have swung it one more time and gave Stefanovic one more look at it.
You know, Stefanovic isn't scoring much. He's not rebounding much, but suddenly, Trace, in 2 of his last 3 games, he's got 4 assists, including this one here tonight.
And he's got a steal tonight as well.
Bruins to inbound with 20 on the shot clock, 8:42 to go first half. Trying to get somebody open, it's Mata back to Andrews, who did the inbounding. Andrews a step back 17-footer, way too strong. Kobe Johnson had the rebound, but it went off his thigh out of bounds. Bruins still are not rebounding well at all in this game. Maybe lucky to be up by 5.
I mean, I'm just going to say it. Utah State's tougher.
They're a more experienced team. We've talked about that. A lot of Bruins playing in their first ever NCAA tournament. But you got guys out there that know how to box out. I mean, you should know how to box out.
You learn how to box out at 5 years old.
Dayton Albury up across the timeline of Martinez, who's been quiet so far. Southern Californian peels the pass away to Falslev. Rifles it inside. It's fumbled underneath, but recovered with 14 to shoot. Allsley has it again into Gadaretse with Mata on him. Out in the 3-ball coming. It's short. Rebound tracked by Kobe Johnson in the corner. Utah State only 2 of 10 from distance. Up across the timeline, Johnson to Andrews. Gets a pass away to Bilodeau. 15-footer from the right wing. Too strong. Rebound Falslev again. 6 of them in the first half, and he runs the floor. Quick pass to Gadaretse, who rolls inside and banks it home. It's a 3-point game.
You can't allow anybody to get a layup when they're struggling to hit outside shots.
9.6 rebounds, 3 assists for Falslev. We're in the first half, and it goes Mata. Has a height advantage here. Dribbles once, and that's a bad idea. Got poked away from him. On the run is Albury. Up over Mack and scores.
Whenever Mara dribbles, it's gone. That should never enter his mind to dribble the basketball.
1-point game. Utah State has crawled back in it with a quick 6-0 run. Johnson left corner to Sebastian Mack into Mata, who still hasn't scored. He turns, calls under, and dunks it in.
That's the only time he should dribble, is in the post, down low. He's trying to dribble the ball out at the free throw line. There are too many guards out there.
He can go at Gadaretse all night long, I really think. The big Belgian just doesn't have the ability to hang with him.
I know Mara's a great passer, but I think he should be closer to the basket anyways.
Falslev trying to dribble inside. He's being hounded by Sebastian Mack. He'll pull out now and go left wing. Bruins by 3 with 6:49 to go first half. Gadaretse hounded by Kobe Johnson. Pass gets away. Falslev a 3 over Mata. Front iron, no. Another offensive rebound for Utah State. Anderson has got it. Anderson dribbling left. He finds Falslev, who's already got 9 points. High pass to Martinez, dumps it down. Gadaretse looking for a cutter, slithers underneath. Mata gets the hands up, blocks the shot, takes it away, and the Bruins on the run. Here comes Dylan Andrews down the left alley. 6:20 to go first half. Mata between the rings. to a driving Sebastian Mack. Floats, fires, too strong. Rebound Utah State as they continue to dominate the glass here. To the left wing, Albury's got it. Stepping out, finding Martinez. Quick release three. Back iron, no good. Another offensive rebound for Fallsleb. 7 total rebounds for him in the first half. The dude is 6'3".
He just wants the basketball. He's active.
Gadaretse peels a pass to Martinez. Underneath it goes. Gadaretse clobbered by Bilodeau, and the foul call. Bilodeau actually hit the deck hard. Only 6 on the shot clock when that foul was committed by Tyler, his first.
That's because he came across jumping and not walling up. He's lucky he didn't get hurt on that play.
8 offensive rebounds for Utah State in the first half, only 3 for UCLA. To me, that's a stunning stat. And why Utah State is right in this game. Got 5:52 to go first half. First round action of the NCAA tournament in Lexington, Kentucky. It's the Bruins 25, Utah State 22. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports. We know you're a UCLA fan, but is Bruin pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give Blood Drive and help settle once and for all that UCLA gives the most spirit.
The Men of Westwood is the official collective for UCLA men's basketball NIL opportunities. Founded by top-level UCLA supporters, the Men of Westwood was created to cultivate and facilitate NIL opportunities for student athletes, with the idea of teaching our student athletes the concept of giving back through participation in camps for underprivileged youth, attendance at youth hospitals, and other means of serving the community. For more information, visit menofwestwood.com or email bruins@menofwestwood.com.
Pernia Law is a proud sponsor of UCLA athletics. When it comes to providing representation after an accident or injury, Pernia Law has got you covered from start to finish. Founded by UCLA alum Artie Pernia, Pernia Law will be by your side and provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery after an injury while you get paid. When it's time to find a personal injury attorney, visit PerniaPersonalInjury.com or send a DM on Instagram @Pernia Law Group. Take comfort in knowing Pernia Law is ready to help you get paid today.
The home of your UCLA Bruins. AM 570 LA Sports.
Tonight's broadcast presented in part by Westcom Financial. Show off your Bruin pride with the Westcom Bruin Edge Visa credit card. UCLA basketball also brought to you by UCLA Health, ranked as the top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years. Neither the Bruins or the Utah State Aggies are ranked in the top 25. They're both kind of on that periphery. They're the electron circling. And right now it's the 7-seed Bruins over the 10-seed Aggies by 3 at 25-22. Utah State going to the line. Their coach, Jared Calhoun, Tracy, is a guy that's good buddies with Joe Mazzulla, the Celtics coach, and you'll see a similar offense. A lot of cutting, a lot of threes. Well, they've only hit 2 of their 12 three-point attempts, and that's really a blessing for the Bruins. Ian Martinez, who's a dangerous dude, has gone 0 for 4. Fallsleb has gone 1 for 3. But Fallsleb's got 9.7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal.
Yeah, I mean, right now the three-point shooting is not hurting the Bruins. It's the long shots, long rebounds is what's hurting the Bruins. Everybody is crashing the offensive boards, and what they don't get, Fallsleb gets. And it's like the Bruins got to do a better job of finding somebody and blocking them out, and then after the block out, pursue the basketball.
Second chance points are 11-2 for Utah State, and just did not see that coming.
That's why they're in the game.
Well, and they're at the line right now. The Bruins have Bilodeau, Clark, Mata, Johnson, and Andrews out there. Daly stapled to the bench with those 2 fouls.
And they do average more rebounds than the Bruins throughout the season.
Gadaretse, the big Belgian, only a 57% free throw shooter. And so far in this game, Utah State has ripped in 3 free throws, make it 4.
Every time we bring up a 57% free throw shooter, they hit 2.
Gadaretse basically replacing Great Osobor, took the money and ran to University of Washington.
I would have took that one too.
Tyler Bilodeau almost did as well. Bilodeau was supposed to go to UW, ended up as a Bruin. Second free throw around and out. Bilodeau pegs that rebound, keeps it inbounds, teetering on the end line. Bruins lead by 2 at 25-23. Both these teams gave up close to 50 in the first half, their last game. So this seems a little more realistic here. 25-23, 5:35 to go in the half. And it goes Johnson to Mata, missing from close range. Oh, he bricked a 5-footer. Probably had a chance to take one dribble and dunk it. Albury, pocket pass underneath Martinez, blocked by Mata, but it spins to Gattaretzi. A wrestling match for the ball. It's a held ball, meaning Utah State will keep it here.
Yep.
All right, so Mata was basically alone just to the left of the basket. He simply shot it from 5. Couldn't he have just maneuvered inside and dunked it?
If he just met the pass and didn't wait on it to come to him, he would have dunked the basketball.
Albury to inbound. Utah State looking to tie or take the lead. High pass up for grabs and grabbed by Falslev. He'll march inside. Thunder into Mata, who blocks it. And up goes Kobe Johnson to the right wing. They all hit the trailer, Sky Clark. Passing back to Johnson and Mata, who's standing at the three-point arc. Tossing a pass to Andrews on the left wing. 18 to shoot. Andrews, pocket pass with a bounce to Mata. Turns, spins, lefty hook around and in.
He caught that ball deep. Whenever he catches that far in the paint, that deep in the paint, he's able to hit his left-hand jump hook.
The Spanish Armada is floating here, and the Bruins are up 27-23. Albury gets across the timeline with a high dribble on the left wing. He is a lefty, uses the left hand, thumps that ball to the hardwood here, gets a pick from Gattaretzi, shot clock at 9. Pass comes to the right wing for Martinez, who's been scoreless so far. Trying to create, lost the dribble, picks it back up, flipped by Andrews, gets it back, 1 to shoot, and do they get it off? The bank shot goes very close. Falslev barely beat the buzzer. It's 27-25.
How quick was that?
He needed to get it away right when he got it away.
Falslev is very crafty.
He's got 11 points to go with those 7 rebounds. Bilodeau to Johnson left wing, 15 to shoot. The USC transfer fans the pass to the right wing. Dylan Andrews has it. Andrews a left-hand dribble being guarded by Drake Allen. Holding on his right hip, hits Sky Clark with a pass, only 6 to shoot. Clark's got to get going here. Gets a pick from Mata, rising, firing a 3, and it's good with a swish. Sky Clark's got 8 points in the first half.
I'll tell you what, Sky Clark bails you out at the end of shot clocks a lot.
Closing time right there. 3:49 to go first half. Bruins by 5. They keep coming close to losing the lead, but they have not done that. Martinez tracked at the top of the key by Clark. Pass gets away to Akano, guarded by his former teammate at Oregon State, Bilodeau. Up to Gattaretzi with 10 to shoot between the rings. It's a cutting Martinez. Flicks a pass. Alsley's got it. And to the right side, Martinez shimmies inside with 3 to shoot. Stripped to the ball by Clark. And Dylan Andrews on the break. Dylan Andrews tracked by Albury, who hammers him. And it's going to be a foul. Should have been a layup for Andrews. He slowed up just a little bit. Couldn't get that layup launched. Instead, he's going to the free throw line when we come back.
He probably should have slowed up and bumped him and then laid the ball up. You get a chance of getting taken out if you're trying to have a foot race with somebody. You got to slow down, get contact, then finish.
Kind of a horse race, if you will, here in Kentucky. And they were kind of neck and neck heading to the hoop. Andrews will go to the line when we come back. There's 3:23 to go first half. The 7-seeded Bruins against the 10-seed Utah State Aggies. And right now it's UCLA up 30-25. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports.
UCLA fans, college basketball is here. Turn beer runs into championship runs and grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis to cheer on the Bruins this season. Fight, fight, fight! Dos Equis, official import beer sponsor of UCLA Athletics. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Winning stays await at the UCLA Lake Arrowhead Lodge. Escape to the mountains and enjoy breathtaking views, cozy chalets, and world-class dining, all while surrounded by nature's beauty. And now, when you book, we'll treat you to complimentary daily breakfast during your stay. Just mention the touchdown offer when booking to receive this exclusive deal. Available now through June 14th, 2025. You bring the 8 claps and we'll bring the excellence. Visit lal.ucla.edu/touchdown to start planning your next adventure.
At Ralph's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Ralph's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material.
Go Bruins!
AM 570 LA Sports.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Men of Westwood, the official NIL agency of UCLA men's basketball. You can play a role. Go to menofwestwood.com. Bruins ahead of Utah State 30-25. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID.
KLAC, KYSR HD2 Los Angeles.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all the sports talk, podcasts, and music. Free never sounded so good.
Josh Lewin, Tracy Murray with you. Welcome to Lexington. The Bruins are ahead 30-25. They have won 11 of their last 15 games. Last home game, they won by 27. Last game away from home, they trailed by 27, eventually losing to Wisconsin by 16. That game wasn't great at all, Trace, but there have been flickers here as the Bruins are up by 5 and headed to the free throw line.
The Bruins are losing 3 out of 5 at the hustle board. Points in the paint, 16-10. Second chance points, 12-2. Fast break points, 6-5.
Dylan Andrews at the free throw line hasn't been there a lot this year. Launches the first one. It's in with a swish. Only his 22nd free throw attempt all year. That is his 7th point of the game. He hasn't had a double-digit game in about 5 weeks. Next free throw, in with a swish again. So 8 in the first half for Andrews. That'll play.
Well, he's experienced. He's used to these lights being bright, and he's stepping up.
Bruins have to start boxing out, getting some rebounds. Getting killed in that department by a team that's not known for rebounding. 32-25 is the Bruins lead. Drake Allen, cross-court pass to Kano, steps around, steps back, launching a three. It's off to the left. Mata one-hands the rebound, took it away from Templin. And he guides it down court to Clark. Sky Clark, who's got 8 points in the first half himself, along with Andrews. Gives to Andrews, who shuttles a pass to Johnson. To Stefanovic in the right corner. Out he comes with a left-hand dribble. Back to the corner. It's Andrews. Drags a pass to Stefanovic. Open three. Got it with a swish. Bruins lead by 10.
It was a matter of time before Stefanovic hit one. He was close on the last miss, so I knew just giving him another shot, he was going to knock one down.
Stefanovic has been averaging 3 points a game the last month and a half. He's got a 7-point first half here in a game that really matters. Here is Allen at the top of the key. His pass sails out of bounds. A hard pass that went right to the Bruins bench on a bounce. UCLA's got the momentum now. Trace an 8-0 run, and they're ahead by 10.
Now you got to watch the press because the Bruins are a little excited after turning them over. Now they have to take care of the basketball and get a bucket here.
At some point, Utah State is going to shake the ice off the rim and knock in some threes, guaranteed. Right now, though, they're not doing it. And, yeah, to your point, here comes the press. Kobe Johnson hurls a pass cross court. Dylan Andrews with a little bump across that timeline. And it comes Clark to Johnson. Extra pass. Mata two-hand dunk. Ay, Dios mío.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Break the press and finish.
Don't break the press and set things up, right? Break the press and go.
Right, because if you set it up, that's to Utah State's advantage. Now you're working against the clock.
Under 2 to go first half. It's the Bruins by a dozen. Allen at the top of the key, hounded by a resurgent Stefanovic. Bounce pass to Templin. The big guy trying a three on its way, no good. Rebound Kobe Johnson in the thicket of a tall bunch of trees. Here he comes across the timeline, passing to Andrews, to Mata top of the key, and it goes to Andrews again. He'll back it out to the right corner. 1:35 to go on the half. Johnson underneath. Mata turns and dunks with the left hand. What a beautiful play.
Timeout, Utah State.
Oh, they got to tap out right here and talk it over. 14-point Bruin lead on a 12-0 run.
It was much needed, too. The Bruin defense really picked up, and they really moved the basketball without turning it over, and they got buckets.
Crazy 8s right now. You got 3 Bruins with 8. You got Clark, you got Andrews, and you've got the big Spaniard, Adai Mata. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 brilliant assists, and he is turning heads tonight.
Right. I mean, you got guys that are stepping up, you know, when you're used to Bilodeau and Daly doing it, you got other guys stepping up and assuming the role.
I love that Lazar Stefanovic has been unlocked in this one. I mean, he's missed 3 out of 4 threes. Couple of them, as you've said, Trace, have looked pretty flat. But 7 points in the first half already. This guy hasn't been to 10 points in more than 2 months. And he's trending towards a 14 or a 16 tonight.
And he's more than capable. We've seen what he's done last year with more minutes. His minutes has been cut in half, basically. And he's giving you what he can in those minutes. He's an experienced player, though. He's one of those guys that's going to be ready for the moment in this type of situation.
Last time Stefanovic had more than 10 points in a game, and it was 11, by the way, was Thanksgiving week. I mean, we're talking a long, long time, but he has helped to fuel a 12-0 Bruins run to take this 14-point lead. Now, Utah State, we keep reminding you, this is not a pushover kind of team. You talk about making a run. These guys earlier this year, I had to double-check this. They had a 34-0 run against Elkhorn State. That's tough to do. I don't care if it's Elkhorn State or not, to score 34 points in a row. We saw Gonzaga today start out against Georgia up 28-3. I mean, sometimes you just get out and go. Great to see the Bruins are capable of that. A 12-0 run right now.
The second one was more valid. Alcorn State.
You're saying anybody can boat race Alcorn State?
My girls' team can do that.
Well, I will say Gonzaga came out of the chute impressively, right? I mean, 28-3 on Georgia.
Right. Now, that's doing something. Georgia's an SEC team. The SEC was clearly the toughest conference this year.
When a team from Georgia fell down 28-3, I thought it actually had a good omen attached to it. The New England Patriots against the Atlanta Falcons, that exact 28-3 thing, yada, yada, didn't quite work out. Gonzaga Gonzaga won. And by the way, Nick Cope will be with you at halftime. We'll catch you up on all the out-of-town scores. But there are finally looking like some upsets brewing here, Trace. Drake looks like they might beat the 6th seed Missouri. I thought Drake was a dangerous team, and sure enough, Arkansas has already beaten Kansas. Of course, McNeese earlier today thumped Clemson, so you had to watch out in that regard for Utah State. Right now, the Bruins lead rather comfortably, 39-25.
There's some brackets that are busted already.
Bruins trying to hold serve here and get Tennessee on Saturday. Tennessee, an impressive win just before this one. They had 29 points from Chaz Lanier, got 12 assists from Zach Ziegler. So if the Bruins hang on tonight, that's what awaits them. In the front court for Utah State, Drake Allen, 1:20 left. He'll drive, kick to the corner. Head fake for Ian Martinez out to Anderson, who fires a three. Back iron, no. Johnson tips the rebound. It goes to who else but Falslev, who misses, and he gets pushed.
He got hit in the face. He did.
Yeah, there's going to be a foul called on the Bruins with 1:12 to go in the half. Falslev single-handedly keeping Utah State afloat.
Bad news. Kobe Johnson picked up his second.
Johnson with 2 and Daly with 2. Those two have combined for only 2 points, but of course they're capable of doing a lot of other things.
Well, his importance is on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, this could end a 12-0 run for UCLA as Falslev strides to the line, although he's only 56% for the year.
And he's 2 of 2 tonight.
An 11.8 rebound first half. Hits the free throw, nothing but net.
Some people are built for these moments.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Yep.
This guy was named National Player of the Year twice this season before the calendar flipped from 24 to 25. And he's a terrific cutter. Don't lose sight of him on the weak side. It's another free throw. Man, 13 points, 8 rebounds in the half.
He's a live body. He just keeps moving.
Bruins now by 12. Andrews trapped as he nears that midcourt line. Gets a pass away to Stefanovic. Jump pass to Bilodeau, feeding Clark. A minute to go in this opening half in the opening round in Lexington. Andrews with a soft dribble top of the key. Peels the pass left wing to Bilodeau, 10 to shoot. To Sky Clark. Bounce pass into Andrews, guarded by a much taller man, Gadarezzi, 5 to shoot. Out to Sky Clark. Got to get rid of it. Fires it up from 3. It's way off. Rebound tapped around, and Utah State corrals it. 40 seconds left in the half. And a pull-up 3 coming. Allen, no good, back iron. Rebound Clark. 5-second differential shot clock to game clock. Utah State 2 of 16 from distance in this one. Not exactly the Wisconsin Badgers, right? The Bruins were just clubbed over the head with 3-pointers in the first half last time. Now, some air taken out of the ball by Andrews. Dribbles that shot clock down to 10, game clock to 15. Andrews on the zigzag, cuts to the left to Stefanovic. Gets a screen, loops it inside for Mata, 4 to shoot. Feeds underneath, Stefanovic is trapped. His shot blocked, and it comes down to Falslev with 2 seconds, 1 second. He'll pull up and fire at the horn. In and out. Oh, he almost hit a 3 that would have closed it to single digits and given Utah State a little bit of life. It spun out on him. Utah State ends up closing the half, one of its last 11 from the field. Bruins lead by 12.
The Bruin defense really picked up. They locked down, and then breaking the press and getting some buckets after breaking the press, that helped. And then knocking down some 3-point shots kind of opened some things up offensively.
This is a 20-minute aspirin tablet when it comes to just feeling better about defending the 3. First half against Wisconsin, the Badgers went 12 of 17. Utah State is 2 of 17.
But you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about right now. I'm worried about when they come back out here in the first 5 minutes of the half. That's what I'm worried about.
Utah State didn't hit a field goal the last 4:26, and that's great, but you're right. You got to sustain what they've built now. Bruins 39, Utah State 27. Yeah, just a game after giving up 48 in the first half. They give up 27 this time around to a team that averages 81 per game. We'll take a break, come back, tell you more. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to AM 570 LA Sports.
Anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere in the world.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
The La Victoria family of products is proud to be an official sponsor of the UCLA Bruins. La Victoria products have been bringing Mexican flavor to LA for over 100 years. You can find the entire lineup of these salsas and taco sauces in grocery stores everywhere, including Ralph's. La Victoria products bring the flavor to your meals, just like the Bruins bring the action to the field. La Victoria brand, official salsa of UCLA Athletics.
Hey Bruin fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UCLA basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the UCLA Bruins. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Welcome to the Bruin Halftime Report on the Bruin Audio Network. Scores and highlights from around the Big Ten and across the nation are coming up, as well as a recap of the first 20 minutes.
Josh, I'm going to need you to tell me what's going on.
Now let's go back courtside and rejoin the voice of the Bruins, Josh Lewin.
Josh, welcome to the court, the UCLA. UCLA by 12 at the break over the 10-seed Utah State. They're hoping to advance and play Tennessee on Saturday. Utah State started 3 of 17 from distance last week. They have started 2 of 17 from distance tonight, Trace, missing 14 in a row to close the half. That's the big part of why the Bruins are up by 12.
Yeah, I mean, when you defend the three-point line like the Bruins have been doing, like every shot, with the exception of the first couple, were contested and rushed. You know, you're not going to make very many shots if you're rushed.
Utah State hit 2 threes in the first minute and a half and then didn't hit another one. So the Bruins behind 8 points from Mata, 8 from Andrews, 8 from Clark, leading 39-27 at the break. When we come back, Nick Cope with a lot more to tell you. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to AM 570 LA Sports.
Anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere in the world.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Okay, I'm getting lunch delivered. What's everyone want?
Well, I'm gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
Vegetarian for me, please. Veggie guy.
Vegetarian? Got it.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Nuts.
Oh, hey, I'm fee-free.
Sorry, fee-free?
Yeah, I don't put fees into my body. My body is a temple.
Okay, but how do I order delivery without fees?
Postmates. No delivery or service fee on orders over $50.
Order from the best restaurants in LA, totally fee-free on eligible orders over $50. Only on Postmates. Offer terms and exclusions apply. See app for details.
We know you're a UCLA fan, but is Bruin pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give Blood Drive and help settle once and for all that UCLA gives the most spirit.
Founded in 2018 by NBA player and former UCLA basketball standout Kevin Love, the Kevin Love Fund was established to inspire people to live their healthiest lives by creating equity between mental and physical health. As an evidence-based nonprofit organization, we focus on research, education, and narrative change to break the stigma around mental health. The organization developed a free mental health curriculum for college, high school, and middle school students that is available nationwide and globally. To learn more, visit kevinlovefund.org.
The La Victoria family of products is proud to be an official sponsor of the UCLA Bruins. La Victoria products have been bringing Mexican flavor to LA for over 100 years. You can find the entire lineup of these salsas and taco sauces in grocery stores everywhere, including Ralph's. La Victoria products bring the flavor to your meals, just like the Bruins bring the action to the field. La Victoria brand, official salsa of UCLA Athletics.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material.
Go Bruins. AM 570 LA Sports.
Halftime from Lexington, Kentucky, the 7th seed UCLA on top of the 10th seed Utah State, 39-27 at the break. First round action in the Midwest region. The winner advances to face the number 2 seed Tennessee on Saturday. The Volunteers took care of Wofford earlier this evening, 77-62. Nick Cope with you here at halftime. UCLA closes the first half on a 12-2 run. No players in double figures, but 7 different Bruins have scored, and Utah State missed 10 of their final 11 shots. Add it all up, the Bruins lead by a dozen after 20 minutes. Time now to go through our first half highlights, and UCLA knows that it needs good play from its primary point guard, Dylan Andrews, if it's not only to get a win tonight, but if it's going to make a run in this tournament, and Andrews had his outside shot dialed in to start the game.
Utah State right now. Bruins break the press. Daly to the right wing. Bounce pass back to Johnson. To Clark top of the key. To Andrews. Open 3. Left wing. Balloons on in. And this thing's tied up.
8 points in the first half for Andrews. That was tied for the most on the team. So Utah State, as you've heard, they play a unique matchup zone. But Mick Cronin is very familiar of it, being close friends with Aggies head coach Jared Calhoun. Well, UCLA looked very prepared to handle it. They got some good passing going throughout the first half, including one time to get Tyler Bilodeau wide open.
Finding Mata again at the top of the key. Guns a pass to Clark into the corner. Bilodeau shakes and bakes. Out it comes to Clark. Thought about an NBA range 3. Didn't take it. High pass to the corner. Stefanovic into Bilodeau. Plows inside. Banks it up around and in. Bruins up by 7.
UCLA assisted on 14 of its 16 made field goals in the first half, and they wind up shooting 55% in the opening 20 minutes. A big part of both the assisting and those made buckets was Adai Mata. UCLA went to him early, trying to get some rebounding help, and as Utah State pulled within 2 late in the first half, Mata helped key a run for the Bruins.
Passing to Andrews, to Mata, top of the key, and it goes to Andrews again. He'll back it out to the right corner. 1:35 to go on the half. Johnson underneath. Mata turns and dunks with the left hand. What a beautiful play.
Timeout, Utah State.
That dunk capped a 12-0 run for UCLA. Mata with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. He also was a plus 13 for UCLA, second best on the team, and he is today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight partner of UCLA athletics. So with that late surge to take a double-digit lead into the locker room, UCLA leading 39-27. Some of the numbers, we referenced them, but UCLA shot 55% in the first half. They were 5 of 13 from the outside. Utah State just 31% from the field, including 2 of 17 from beyond the arc. However, the one thing that has kept Utah State in this game is the offensive rebounds. They have 10 of them and have turned it into 14 second chance points. They got a plus 12 advantage in that department on UCLA. When Utah State's taking a jump shot, they're usually missing. It's those second chance points, getting some layups that were keeping this game close until UCLA made that surge late in the first half. Turnovers, UCLA plus 2, and they have a plus 6 advantage in points off turnovers. Overall, Utah State is plus 3 on the glass. Bruins with a big advantage in bench points, 17-3. A lot of that coming from Lazar Stefanovic and Adai Mata. They got 15 of those 17. UCLA mentioned they got the 14 assists on 16 made buckets. They also have 3 blocks and 4 steals in this one. Andrews, Mata, and Sky Clark leading the way with 8 points apiece. Stefanovic getting a lot of run, 10 minutes. He has 7 points. 4 for Bilodeau, 2 apiece for Eric Daly Jr. and William Kyle. And then Kobe Johnson and Sebastian Mack have not scored. On the other side for Utah State, Mason Falslev has 13 to lead the way, but nobody else has more than 4 points for the Aggies. So that's a look at the first half highlights and the first half numbers. We'll take a timeout, and coming up next, we'll get you caught up on all the action on day 1 of the NCAA tournament. Halftime in Lexington, Kentucky. The 7 seed UCLA leads the 10 seed Utah State 39-27. Back in a moment here on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
Online at am570lasports.com. This is LA's best sports talk.
Hey Bruin fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UCLA basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the UCLA Bruins. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
UCLA fans, college basketball is here. Turn beer runs into championship runs and grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis to cheer on the Bruins this season. Fight, fight, fight! Dos Equis, official import beer sponsor of UCLA Athletics. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You want a sub stacked high with meat and cheese? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want an off-the-charts radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a grizzled cowboy. The sheriff doesn't like the look of me. He challenges me to a duel. We draw, and bang, I go down. But the Jersey Mike sub in my pocket, stacked with layers of meat and cheese, saves me. Everyone cheers. I'm the new sheriff. And I renamed the town Fresh Slicington. Subs always stacked high. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Pernia Law is a proud sponsor of UCLA athletics. When it comes to providing representation after an accident or injury, Pernia Law has got you covered from start to finish. Founded by UCLA alum Artie Pernia, Pernia Law will be by your side and provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery after an injury while you get paid. When it's time to find a personal injury attorney, visit PerniaPersonalInjury.com or send a DM on Instagram at Pernia Law Group. Take comfort in knowing Pernia Law is ready to help you get paid today.
The La Victoria family of products is proud to be an official sponsor of the UCLA Bruins. La Victoria products have been bringing Mexican flavor to LA for over 100 years. You can find the entire lineup of these salsas and taco sauces in grocery stores everywhere, including Ralph's. La Victoria products bring the flavor to your meals, just like the Bruins bring the action to the field. La Victoria brand, official salsa of UCLA athletics.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material. Go Bruins.
AM 570 LA Sports.
At halftime, UCLA leads Utah State 39-27. First round action in the Midwest region from Lexington, Kentucky. Nick Cope here with you at halftime. The winner advances to face the 2-seed Tennessee on Saturday. Time TBD. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here on this first day of the NCAA tournament. The scoreboard report is presented by Westcom Financial. Bruins bank smarter. Bruins bank with Westcom Financial, the official banking partner of UCLA Athletics. Do have some other games going on we'll get you up to speed with. The 2-seed St. John's in the West region currently trailing to the 15-seed Omaha, only 20-17. 8 minutes to play in the first half there. Number 5-seed Michigan in the South region, they've got a lead of 13-4 on the 12-seed UC San Diego, inside 13 minutes to play in the first half there. And then about to tip off momentarily, also in the West region, we'll have the 3-seed Texas Tech taking on the 14-seed UNC Wilmington. UCLA is in the Midwest region. Elsewhere in the Midwest today, top seed Houston cruised past SIU Edwardsville 78-40. Houston will play the 8-seed Gonzaga on Saturday. The Bulldogs rolled past Georgia 89-68. Also in the Midwest region, the 12-seed McNeese had the upset of the day, beating the 5-seed Clemson 69-67. Cowboys led by as many as 27 points before Clemson surged late, and McNeese picks up their first ever NCAA tournament victory. McNeese will match up on Saturday with the 4-seed Purdue. Boilermakers got a good battle from the 13-seed High Point, but Purdue pulls away late for the 75-63 win. Trey Kaufman-Wren and Braden Smith combined for 41 points for Purdue. So that's a quick check on what's going on right now, as well as in UCLA's region. When we come back, we'll get you back out courtside with Josh Lewin and Tracy Murray in Lexington. UCLA up on Utah State 39-27. Second half basketball coming up next on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Acosta Heating and Air Conditioning has been family owned and operated for 25 years and offers its heating and cooling services throughout Ventura County, the San Fernando Valley, and on the west side. We provide service, preventative maintenance, installations, and free estimates. The Acosta family, including UCLA alum Alex Acosta, has established a strong sense of community, actively supports local programs, and is proud to be a sponsor of UCLA Athletics. Visit AcostaHVAC.com to find out how the Acosta family can help you feel more comfortable in your home.
Show off your Bruin pride with the Westcom Bruin Edge Visa credit card that will make you want to 8-clap. Earn 5% cash back on select UCLA purchases and 1.5% cash back everywhere else. Plus, enjoy no annual fee and get a $500 cash back bonus when you spend $2,500 in the first 3 months. Now that's better banking for Bruins. Visit westcom.org to apply and for terms and conditions.
Okay, I'm getting lunch delivered. What's everyone want?
Well, I'm gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
Vegetarian for me, please. Veggie guy.
Vegetarian, got it.
I'm allergic to nuts.
No nuts.
Oh, hey, I'm fee-free.
Sorry, fee-free?
Yeah, I don't put fees into my body. My body is a temple.
Okay, but how do I order delivery without fees?
Postmates. No delivery or service fee on orders over $50.
Order from the best restaurants in LA, totally fee-free on eligible orders over $50. Only on Postmates. Offer terms and exclusions apply. See app for details.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of UCLA Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
The home of your UCLA Bruins. AM 570 LA Sports.
Well, last week we heard the fight song On Wisconsin ad nauseum. tonight, Utah State has been the un-Wisconsin. They are 2 of 17 from distance. Wisconsin had been 12 of 17 from distance in the first half last week as the Bruins fell behind by 20, then 27. Never recovered it. Well, this one's different, Trace. Is actually Utah State's missed its last 14 threes in a row. The Bruins are ahead 39-27, but to your point, there have been some games this year where the Bruins kind of stumble out in the second half. Can't have that happen tonight or they go home.
No, and I was, I'm reading body language. You can't come out here messing around and goofing around because there's nothing about Utah State right now that's goofing around. You don't want to let them back in the game because you're coming out here not focused in.
You got a guy like Kobe Johnson who is in his third NCAA tournament, but has been one and done the other 2 times for USC, right? So he knows what this means. Dylan Andrews has been here before. A lot of these guys, it's their first trip, not only to Lexington, Kentucky, but into the NCAA tournament.
Right, and that's why it's even more important to listen to people right now. Stay locked in.
Get some rebounds, too. The offensive rebounds are keeping Utah State in it. They are not known for that at all, but they look like the 1995 Bruins championship team. Remember when they played Arkansas in the final? What was it, 21 offensive rebounds? They had 27 second-chance points. That's why they were able to beat Arkansas. Utah State hanging around like the gum on the bottom of your sneaker here because they're getting all those offensive boards.
Yeah, when you get extra possessions, that means you get extra shots.
And at some point, you figure Ian Martinez will get off the schneid, right? He usually has great games against the Bruins. Last time we saw him, in fact, he was 4 out of 5 from distance. That for Maryland. He is 0 for 5 tonight.
It was garbage time when that happened.
Yeah, Bruins started that game up 17-0 on the road. They are up by 12 here, and they've got the ball to start this second half. Going at the basket to our right in the bright white uniforms with the blue and gold trim. Sky Clark's got it top of the key. Slalom's left. Feeds the post. Daly, turnaround jump shot around, out, rebound. Again, it's Utah State getting free. And here comes Falls-Left crossing over, ladles it up and in. He has got 15 points, 9 rebounds in this game already.
I'm telling you, they have to come out here a little bit more locked in.
Daly getting harassed as he gets a pass right near that March Madness logo. Feeds Kobe Johnson, who hit 4 threes in the second half of that Wisconsin game. Bruins by 10. Andrews shuffles it to the left. Bilodeau held to 4 in the first half. Gets it back out, and Andrews directing traffic with the right hand, dribbling with his left. Gives it up to Johnson and Daly. Touch pass to Clark. 3 ball from him. In and out. Rebound Templin. Almost had it taken away by Daly, but here comes Utah State. Albury gliding left. Blocked by Johnson out of bounds. Utah State will keep it, but Utah State the aggressor to start this second half.
Who is stopping the ball? No one is stopping the ball. That's the second straight time that they went straight down the middle and got to the basket.
That's why Adai Mata is riding to the rescue 56 seconds into the half. Out goes Bilodeau with those 4 points and not a lot of defense.
Now, Bilodeau's not a great shot blocker, but at least plug the middle and don't let people come down the lane.
Pass gets in. Martinez, a 3 over Daly. Front iron, no. And there's another Mata rebound. He didn't even have to jump for that one. 15 straight misses on triples now for Utah State. Mata to the corner. Clark thought about a 3, didn't take it. He was wide open. Gets it into Andrews, to Mata, back to Andrews. Shuffles it right, wide open Kobe Johnson. His 3 dancing around and in. Kobe Johnson, a friendly bounce, and the Bruins lead it 42-29.
Yeah, it was real friendly.
Kobe Johnson playing with 2 fouls. He's had at least 3 in 10 of his last 11 games. Got to watch that. Falls-Left slithering inside, kicks to the corner. Wide open 3 ball. Albury missing. It's an air ball. Rebound. Sky Clark battles for it. It's a held ball, and Utah State will gain possession here. But there was another potential offensive rebound for the Aggies.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a great closeout by Adai Mara. He got a hand up on that corner 3 that was wide open before he stuck his long arm up there.
Mata is messing with some heads right now, you can tell. He has a couple of blocked shots. He's got a handful of rebounds. He has scored 8 points. Templin looking to inbound it. Mata jumping around like a big old pair of scissors. Ball is in. It's on the floor. Martinez fumbles it, picks it up near the midcourt logo. Hurls a pass to Templin, dribbling with the left hand on the left elbow. And now off it goes to Jordy Barnes, the backup point guard to Templin. His shot way off. It's tipped out of bounds going to the Utah State bench, and the Bruins will get it back. So not only are they missing all their 3s, but that was an uncontested 14-foot jump shot that hit nothing but air.
It wasn't uncontested. Mara was in there, and he had a hand up. It's hard for somebody that's not used to shooting the ball fast to shoot it fast on somebody's 7-3.
And Mata, again, we talk about it. Forget what the stats say. He simply makes a difference. They're going to put Isaac Johnson, the former Oregon Duck, in the game to compete with Mata now. He goes 6'11". Johnson, top of the key. Head fake, moves it left, gets it back from Daly. And it goes batted away, but a foul as they tried to thread it to Mata. The reach in on the man we just talked about, Isaac Johnson.
Yeah, they got to throw the ball away from the defense. Johnson did get a hand on the ball, but he was reaching over Mara's shoulder. They got to do a better job of throwing it on the other side of the defense.
Andrews inside. Johnson twirls, fires from 5 and misses. Rebound tipped around. And again, Mata gets thrown to the ground and no call. Falslev wanders down court. His jump shot is in, and it's now 42-31. Mata's limping. And the Bruins will get a whistle here as Mata, I think, landed on his hip and is sulking off to the bench here. He got tangled underneath. Bruins need Mata in this game.
Yeah, but if you're standing straight up, you're going to get thrown to the ground. You got to, at some point, you got to sit down and plant yourself so you don't get thrown anywhere.
Bilodeau in for a hurting Adai Mata. Bruins lead has been carved down to 11. Sky Clark, right wing free ball coming, splashes it in. Nothing but net for Sky Clark.
Sky Clark is built for the NCAA. I mean, the lights are brightest. That's when he plays his best basketball.
First Bruin to double digits. He's got 11 points now, including 3 triples in this game. Jordy Barnes with a head fake on Dylan Andrews. Breaks him down, shuttles a pass to the left corner. Falls left, stepped on the end line and turns it over. He was ready to rev the motor and go on in and score.
Kobe's down.
Kobe Johnson in the corner. Slipped trying to make that play defensively. He's okay, helped up by Bilodeau. Mata looks like he's sitting on the bench, and I can't even tell if he's getting medical attention right now. Looks like he's just tying his shoe. Mata's been great at both ends, and the Bruins are hitting some threes now. They're 7 of 16 from distance. Utah State 2 of 19. Andrews, a 3-ball. Back iron, no. Rebound, falls up at it, peeled away, and it's 2 Bruins fighting for it. Daly a head fake. He gets blocked. It's out of bounds. Should have just let Bilodeau gobble it up. He was right there for the putback.
Yeah, 2 of the same guys fighting for the basketball. Somebody's got to speak up.
Those 2 combined for 2 points, Bilodeau and Daly last time out. Daly now gets fouled on the inbounds. Anderson hit him in the arm. So, Tracy, one game after your 2 top scorers combined for 2 points. You've got not much better than that in this one, as those 2 have combined for 6 points.
Some people are built for the bright lights, and some got to figure it out. And these guys, Daly is a sophomore, so he's trying to figure it out. Bilodeau's never been in the NCAA playoffs, so they're trying to figure this thing out.
Daly, the lefty, at the free throw line, guns it up and in. In a season of ups and downs, really, for this entire team. Nobody encapsulated that better than Daly the last couple games. A career-high 25 against USC, then the big Zippo against Wisconsin. One more coming, and Daly sinks it. So he's got 4 points for the game now, and the Bruins enjoy their largest lead of the night, 47-31.
Well, they got to keep the defensive pressure on.
Again, Mata is out for the moment. Looks like he is getting some medical attention now. Got some ice on his leg, it would appear. Barnes driving to the right wing. Floats a pass, and a jump shot coming. A 3 is off. Rebound volleyed in the air. Tipped and controlled to Martinez, who scores for Utah State. Second chance points are now 16-4 for the Aggies. And Martinez finally gets his. That's his first bucket of the game. He's their leading scorer. 17 points a game. He's been in double figures 36 games in a row. Just got his first 2 right there. Bruins by 14. Andrews beating Bilodeau, who gets fouled from behind. And checked by Isaac Johnson, who picks up his second.
And Johnson's complaining, but you can't grab people or reach over the top. You got to move your feet, play the position, beat them to the spot.
Johnson's sister plays for the Utah State women's team. We wish good luck to the Bruins women's team tomorrow. In it comes to Bilodeau. Off to Clark on the dribble drive. Back to Bilodeau. Fakes the 3, takes the 3, misses the 3. Rebound tipped on the ground, and Barnes has got it for Utah State. And he'll get across the timeline, swiveling to the right. Back pass, Akano launching a 3-ball. Back iron out. Rebound Bilodeau. And he'll peel it to the left wing. Galloping across the timeline comes Andrews. Bruins by 14. They've outscored Utah State by 2 in the second half. Andrews, pocket pass, fumbled by Bilodeau. He's double-teamed, dribbles once, forces it up, no. Rebound, Daly couldn't get it. Falslev fighting for it. It's along the end line. Utah State's possession as Falslev continues to be the toughest man on the court here. He's got 17 points, 10 rebounds at 6'3".
Well, I'll tell you what, he looks exhausted, but you know what? He's giving you every ounce of energy that he has.
They're going to call a timeout, media timeout. UCLA has missed its last 4 shots, but still leading here 47-33 with 15:42 to go. If they win this game, they'll play Tennessee on Saturday at some point. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570. LA Sports.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? Stephen Mullins of Vista Sotheby's International Realty is proud to support UCLA Athletics and is your go-to real estate advisor. UCLA alum Stephen Mullins was raised in Los Angeles and understands the value and characteristics of each neighborhood. With 16 years as a former corporate lawyer, he is well-versed in protecting your interests and has a reputation of always putting his clients first. Visit StephenMullins.com to work with a fellow Bruin like you. That's StephenMullins.com. DRE number 014879777.
Hey Bruin fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UCLA basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the UCLA Bruins. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Introducing UCLA's newest athletic partner, Strauss. A family-run business for more than 70 years, Strauss is Europe's leader in workwear. In 2023, Strauss opened its flagship store right here in LA. Come by our shop in Venice to check out the latest in our workwear, work gear, and safety equipment. Whether you're on the field or in the field, Strauss can help you get the job done. Strauss, how champions work. Visit us.strauss.com.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material. Go Bruins.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Well, it looks like the Bruins' big man, Adai Mata, is feeling a little bit better. He's standing now, having iced down his lower leg, it appeared. The Bruins are leading 47-33 over the 10-seed Utah State. Josh Lewin, Tracy Murray with you. Familiarity maybe has helped the Bruins, Trace. I know they don't play Utah State a lot, obviously, only 10 times ever, but they've seen Ian Martinez with Maryland and Utah. They've seen Dexter Akana with Marquette and Oregon State. Those two great players have combined to face the Bruins 10 times before tonight, and those two players this evening are a combined 1 of 10 from the field, 0 of 8 from distance. And Utah State as a collective now, they've missed 18 three-pointers in a row.
And they've seen Isaac Johnson, too. So, I mean, there's some familiarity, like you said. But at the end of the day, they got to rebound the basketball because Falslav is killing them on the boards.
Utah State's got the basketball, heading right to left and trailing 47-33. The winner of this game gets Tennessee on Saturday. Jordy Barnes squeaks a pass to Johnson, drags a pivot foot, finds Falslav, back to Johnson, wide open three from the big guy, bangs it in, and there, finally, they get one to go, and from a guy who's only hit 16 of them all year.
Well, he had 3 years to shoot it. No one ran at him.
He was stuck behind Nate Biddle at Oregon, said, I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm going to Utah State. Underneath it goes Daly up strong. He rolls it in. Finley off the iron as it hit glass first, and the Bruins build that lead back now up to 49-36. And Daly slowly is getting it right here tonight. Barnes, who's been handed the keys to run the offense in this second half, threads the pass inside. Martinez bumps and moves it to the right wing. Barnes has it again. The one-time walk-on with 10 to shoot. Looking to penetrate, nothing open there, so keeps on dribbling, hooks the pass to Johnson, 5 to shoot, his pass picked off, and Daly runs the floor, bounce pass to Johnson, he'll go to the rack and get fouled by Johnson yet again. That's 3 fouls on Johnson in 5 minutes.
I was about to say 3 and 3, 3 and 5, 3 fouls in 5 minutes. He's giving his money's worth with the fouls.
Yeah, he's definitely throwing his body around, and he finally hit a three-point shot for Utah State. Here's Kobe Johnson going to the line. Bruins have only been at the line twice tonight. And Kobe at 69% for the year. Team is right around that, too. Johnson hits the free throw. He is the 6th tallest Bruin, but he is their leading rebounder. Leads the team in minutes as well.
That's why I say height doesn't matter when it comes to rebounding, just wanting the ball.
Johnson swishes in another free throw. Bruins grab a 51-36 lead. Stefanovic, who was great in the first half, hasn't played yet in the second. Mata sitting out right now because he appeared to land on his leg incorrectly moments ago. In the front court, Akano has it for Utah State. Back to Jordy Barnes, standing near the midcourt line. Bounce pass to the left wing, and he finds a slashing Fallslev, dribbling with the right hand, tossing it past to Martinez, 8 to shoot. Martinez shimmies inside. Out it comes to Fallslev, guarded by Andrews. A blow-by, a layup missing. Bilodeau, the rebound. Bruins run the break. Dylan Andrews will look to take it to the right wing. He's getting tracked here by Fallslev. Gives it up to Johnson. Back to Andrews now with 14 minutes left in the game. Into Bilodeau in the lane. Hangs, fires and hits. Tyler Bilodeau, another bullseye. And the Bruins lead 53-36.
And you're starting to see Bilodeau and Daly get involved offensively this half now. So that here comes the balance, the inside part of it.
Right, and it had been 3 straight halves where Bilodeau and Daly, the team's leading scorers for the year, had really given the team next to nothing. Ball poked away by Andrews. It rolls out of bounds going back to Utah State, but there's one of those deflections that Mick Cronin loves.
Right, that was almost a steal.
Dylan Andrews had that strong first half scoring. He nailed those 2 3-balls early, Trace. I thought that really set a nice tone.
Yeah, it set the tempo of the game. You know, then the Bruins were able to start playing defense after makes.
Alberry will get it to the left wing for Utah State. They're in the navy blue uniforms, heading the basket to our left. Off to Akano with 3, missing. Rebound tipped around, and Bilodeau has got it on a little hockey assist from Kobe Johnson. Johnson slow to get up when he hit the deck. Up to Sky Clark now, waiting for a little bit of help. Here is Kobe Johnson riding to the rescue. Johnson gets a pass away to Andrews. He'll zigzag to the right with 15 to shoot. Between the legs dribble, hooks the pass to the top of the key. Bilodeau to Clark. Whips it to the left for Johnson. A 3. Goes home! Rattling in, and the Bruins are pulling away.
And the ball movement helps. If you just swing the ball from side to side, guys will get easy shots, especially in that zone.
Timeout for the Aggies. 17-9 in the second half to UCLA's favor. A 9-0 run has been built over the last 2 minutes. 56-36 with 12:55 to go, and it's beginning to look a lot like Rocky Top on Saturday. This is UCLA basketball on the Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of UCLA Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
We know you're a UCLA fan, but is Bruin pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give Blood Drive and help settle once and for all that UCLA gives the most spirit.
The Bruins play here. AM 570 LA Sports.
Best of luck to the Bruins women. They are the 1 seed, of course, in their side of the bracket. They'll take on Southern University at 7 tomorrow night at Pauley. One of the other teams that has sky blue and gold as their colors in the country. Only San Jose State can match UCLA for the beauty of the light blue and gold. But good luck to the women, of course. Corey Close just named the National Coach of the Year. Mick Cronin doing a great job coaching this one tonight. Trace 56-36. It's the Bruins over Utah State, and a coach that Mick has a lot of respect for just advised him on his contract extension at Utah State. Jared Calhoun is his name. He's got his guys playing hard. I mean, the Aggies are outscoring the Bruins in the paint 22-18. That's a big surprise. Offensive rebounds at 13-5 for Utah State. But Mick was saying before the game, Trace, you got to take away what your opponent does. And he likened it to the BYU game of 4 years ago in this tournament, not just because BYU is also in Utah, but
same colors.
Yeah, well, same colors, and they do a lot of the same things. But hitting threes, that's who the Aggies are. Not tonight. They're 3 for 23. They run the floor after a turnover. Bruins have only turned it over 4 times. And right now a 20-point UCLA lead with 12:45 to go. Templin for the Aggies in the front court. On the left elbow, getting harassed by Mata back in the game, and it's bounced out of bounds. That forced by Mata. It's a turnover by Utah State.
Sky Clark got really lucky. He started clapping like it was their ball. That ball went right off his back. If you saw
really?
it. Oh, yeah, the official didn't see it.
All right, well, the Bruins will take it. And they've also got this 9-0 run cooking. They had a 12-0 run earlier. Mata looking fine as he runs through the paint. Stefanovic back out there. Feeds Daly in the left corner. He'll try to elbow his way to the baseline. Feed it through Mata. Comes out to Clark. Rising, firing 3. In with a swish. Oh, Sky Clark having a night.
And Daly didn't try that. He rifled that thing so close to Mara and ricocheted past him right into Clark's hand.
Oh, and Mata blocks a 3 attempted by Martinez. Sebastian Mack comes down with it. Everything's coming up blue and gold right now. Sebastian Mack pedals it right wing for Stefanovic. Great to see him involved in this one tonight. Up to Clark, who's got 14 already tonight. Threads his way left. Being tracked here. Gets a pass away to Stefanovic. Now to Daly on the right wing. To Mata. Catching with the left hand. Brings it down to his hip length. He spins on Templin. He's underneath the basket. He steps out of bounds. Is forced out of bounds by the Cobra Kai guy. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Mata just got a little bit too deep that time.
He's complaining that he got pushed, but when you're standing straight up, you're not going to get where you want to go.
Templin, we mentioned the guy that looks like the villain from every 80s movie ever. And right now he's kind of walking away with a wry smile like, yeah, I got you. But Bruins are getting it where it really matters here. They are all over Utah State. They've outscored them in their second half 20-9. They got a 12-0 run percolating currently. And we'll take a break with 11:40 to go before we close this one out. The Bruins 59, the Aggies 36. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570. LA Sports.
UCLA fans, college basketball is here. Turn beer runs into championship runs and grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis to cheer on the Bruins this season. Fight, fight, fight! Dos Equis, official import beer sponsor of UCLA Athletics. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You want a sub stacked high with meat and cheese? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want an off-the-charts radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a grizzled cowboy. The sheriff doesn't like the look of me. He challenges me to a duel. We draw, and bang, I go down. But the Jersey Mike sub in my pocket, stacked with layers of meat and cheese, saves me. Everyone cheers. I'm the new sheriff. And I renamed the town Fresh Slicington. Subs always stacked high. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The Men of Westwood is the official collective for UCLA men's basketball NIL opportunities. Founded by top-level UCLA supporters, the Men of Westwood was created to cultivate and facilitate NIL opportunities for student athletes, with the idea of teaching our student athletes the concept of giving back through participation in camps for underprivileged youth, attendance at youth hospitals, and other means of serving the community. For more information, visit menofwestwood.com or email bruins@menofwestwood.com.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material. Go Bruins.
AM 570 LA Sports.
UCLA basketball brought to you by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. Also by our good friends at Ralph's. Big flavors, big savings. Make it worth it every time. The Bruins are clamping down on normally high-flying Utah State, a team that averages 81 a game, has 36 tonight. Bruins 59, Aggies 36, 11:40 to go before you start studying up on Tennessee.
Right, and they need to play hard for another 5-6 minutes, and then this will be over.
This game of basketball in general, not just this game in particular, Trace, is crazy. Sebastian Mack was the team's leading scorer last time out. He's got 0 tonight. You got Bilodeau with only 6. You got Daly with only 6. Bruins are winning by 23. Albury has it between the rings for Utah State. He'll drive, he'll kick. Martinez, jump shot, 3-ball from the corner, rattles out. Rebounded, offensive rebound, but they're going to call a foul over the top. Mata picks up his first foul. How about that? He's played, 16, 17 minutes? This is his first foul.
He didn't block out. That's why he got the foul.
Albury, who's 6'2", trying to get it in bounds. Mata is 7'3" and shadowing him. The ball ballooned in, grabbed by a leaping Falls-Lev near midcourt. He'll drive, he'll spin, float it up short. Rebound tipped by Mata out to Stefanovic, and the Bruins run the floor. That's roommate to roommate there. Stefanovic and Mata are together back in Westwood. Pass inside, Johnson and Mata fumbles it out of bounds. It's only the 5th Bruins turnover of the entire night. Their first in about 20 minutes.
That's a hard pass. I know you want to get big fella the ball. Swing the ball to Sky Clark, and Sky Clark has a better angle to throw it in.
And Sky, by the way, has 14 points, including 4 3-pointers in this game. Albury top of the key to Martinez. Has the ball on his left tip, near the left elbow. Trying to drive around Sebastian Mack. Dangerous pass to the right wing, but it's gobbled up here. Falls-Lev with 13 to shoot. Whips it out to Martinez. Lets Mack fly by. A floater altered by Mata, and Stefanovic wrestles for the rebound. He's got it. Yeah. Mata got a little bit of his hand on that ball and continues to just make plays out there for UCLA. Boy, it has been a scoring drought of close to 5 minutes for Utah State now. Clark angles to the left. He's 30 feet out. Gives to Johnson on the right wing, 10 to shoot. Johnson back near the middle of the court. Fans a pass to the left for Mack. Bounce pass to Mata. Returns it to Mack with 5 to shoot. Mack crossing over. Thunders inside. Fades. Fires. Misses. Rebound Falls-Lev. As again, he's a double-double man on a night when no one else is playing well for Utah State. Another missed 3, this time by Albury. Easy no-jump rebound for Adai Mata. And the Spaniard, 8.7 boards in this game in his 18 minutes. Not a lot of fans remaining now. It's been a long day for a lot of people here in Lexington. Stefanovic inside to Mata. Back to the basket, feeding Stefanovic on the run. Missed it. Rebound taken by Templin. And the outlets quickly to Allen. Allen with a head fake. He's on the right wing. Drake Allen trying to blow by. Mata standing in his way. Allen with a bounce pass. Templin gathers it. He'll come out with the right wing. Stolen away. Knocked into the backcourt. It'll be Utah State's ball. As Bilodeau and Daly will come in as a tandem now for UCLA. Stefanovic and Mata, who put in some good minutes right there, they're headed to the bench. Close to a 6-minute scoring drought for Utah State, Trace. That's not exactly going to get them back in this basketball game.
Mack is limping out of bounds. He's limping out of the game, so let's hope he's okay.
A scoreless night after he had the 18 against Wisconsin, but of course he's an important player. Here is Allen dribbling to the right wing. Thrusts the pass to Akano. He'll gobble it up with only 5 to shoot. Out it comes with 3, 2, 1 to shoot. Templin rising at 3, falling down, no good. The rebound tipped up, no good. And it's Kobe Johnson who grabs it away for UCLA. Utah State's missed its last 9 shots in a row. Clark, 3, in and out. Rebound volleyed around, tipped to Kobe Johnson. Underneath, layup goes home for Daly. 14-0 run for the Bruins.
Nice pass by Kobe Johnson.
That extra pass to make it 61-36.
And the Bruins gave them a little piece of their medicine, crashing offensive boards.
Yeah, it's been a rare second chance point or two right there. Falls-Lev looks exhausted. Will go to the right wing. Dribbling with the left hand. Bilodeau out to greet him. So much for the Bruins holding in the second half, huh? Falls-Lev whips a pass underneath. And a layup missed. Rebound tipped way out. And it's going to be saved in bounds for the moment. Gathered by Albury. Feeds it underneath. Akano bumps and grinds and draws a foul, I guess, on Kobe Johnson.
Sky Clark.
Sky Clark picks it up. All right, so now Utah State's been scoreless for 6:51, and maybe they can break that with a free throw here. But over their last 9 shooting, it's a 14-zip run for UCLA. Remember, they had the 12-0 run earlier. Looks like Trent Perry will come in next whistle and get some time. Meantime, Akano at the free throw line hits that free throw. Guy that was born in L.A., went to Valencia High up by Six Flags Magic Mountain. He hit 4 threes against the Bruins in Corvallis last year at a career-high 22. In this game, not even close. That was his first point all night, and it stays at 1 as his former Oregon State teammate Bilodeau skies for the rebound. Bruins now outscoring these Aggies 14-1 over the last 6:45. Andrews will get a pass away at the top of the key to Bilodeau holding high. Floats it along to Daly, who rumbles inside. Head fake blocked by Akano, but there's a foul called underneath with 8:16 to play. Like the Daly is getting more aggressive as this game goes on.
Yeah, he's trying to establish an inside presence.
As we talked about, Utah State really doesn't have a rim protecting unit. They've got 3 block shots total in their last 6 games now. And smartly, the Bruins are starting to get it inside on a night where Utah State is 3 of 27 from distance. Remember, they started 2 for 3 as Daly hits the free throw. So what is that, 1 for their last 24? And the one make was by a wide-open 7-footer.
And they haven't had a wide-open look like that since.
No. They do have Fallslev, though, who's got the double-double.
And he's exhausted. He went to the bench.
Yeah. One more coming for Daly. He hits 2 free throws. And a nice little second half for the sophomore from Florida. Bruins lead swells to, 63-37. It's the reverse of the Wisconsin game. At the top of the key, Allen driving on the freshman Trent Perry. Skids to a stop. And he'll look inside. Nothing there. He hooks it out with 15 to shoot to Ian Martinez. What a frustrating night for him. Thunders it inside. Extra pass goes to the right wing. Albury driving now. He'll lay it up and in, going right around Bilodeau.
They're realizing that threes aren't working, and they're working that ball around looking for a driving seam.
My guess is when the Bruins play Tennessee Saturday, Tennessee will not be 3 of 27 from distance. Chaz Lanier hit 29 points for Tennessee earlier today.
And Lanier can shoot the basketball.
Man, every time Wofford hit a 3, he'd come down and hit nothing but net at the other end and quiet that Wofford crowd.
I call him the silencer.
Entry pass. Ooh, Bilodeau missed a layup. Thought he was fouled. It wasn't called. Allen racing down court. Gives to Albury. Almost traveled. He gives it up to Martinez. Hooks it back out. Albury's open 3 is good with a swish. So they're now 4 for 28.
Okay, don't let them get any confidence.
63-42 now. The good news is there's 7:07 to go, and the biggest comeback all year for Utah State is from down 11. They're down 21 right now. Andrews loops a pass to Daly on the left wing. He'll take some time off the clock. Back it out with the right hand, though he's left-handed. Dribbles with the right. Now holds the ball on his right hip with 7 to shoot. Daly creeping inside on Ian Martinez. His pass dangerous, and it's picked off. That's a 3rd turnover for Daly. And back the other way, Albury driving a blocking foul on Dylan Andrews.
You don't tell anybody to clear out and move and then throw the basketball away.
Shot went in, and it's going to be a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, I mean, the Bruins got to move the basketball offensively so you don't get live ball turnover layups and one situations right here.
Yeah, all of a sudden, a quick 7-0 run for Utah State. Took only 1:10 to do it, so you don't love that. But the clock is the Bruins' friend. We got 6:43 to go. 63-44 our score. We're back in just a moment. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports. The La Victoria family of products is proud to be an official sponsor of the UCLA Bruins. La Victoria products have been bringing Mexican flavor to LA for over 100 years. You can find the entire lineup of these salsas and taco sauces in grocery stores everywhere, including Ralph's. La Victoria products bring the flavor to your meals, just like the Bruins bring the action to the field. La Victoria brand, official salsa of UCLA Athletics.
Winning stays await at the UCLA Lake Arrowhead Lodge. Escape to the mountains and enjoy breathtaking views, cozy chalets, and world-class dining, all while surrounded by nature's beauty. And now, when you book, we'll treat you to complimentary daily breakfast during your stay. Just mention the touchdown offer when booking to receive this exclusive deal. Available now through June 14th, 2025. You bring the 8 claps and we'll bring the excellence. Visit lal.ucla.edu/touchdown to start planning your next adventure.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
The Bruins play here. AM 570 LA Sports.
It's the Bruins 63, Utah State 44. If the Bruins indeed stick the landing here with 6:43 to go now, they will play Tennessee at a time to be determined here in Lexington, Kentucky on Saturday. And, well, if they're able to take down a #2 seed, trace it is right back to, of all places, Indianapolis, which has been both kind and unkind over the years to the Bruins. Certainly not very kind just last weekend when Wisconsin stomped on them like a grape up in Napa Valley.
It was kind to a different roster.
This Utah State roster is being led by one man, Mason Falslev, 17 points, 10 rebounds, but one man can't do it all. Bruins have a plus 27 from Sky Clark right now. And they're ahead 63-44 as we pause for station ID. This is Bruins basketball.
KLAC, KYSR HD2 Los Angeles.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all the sports talk, podcasts, and music. Free never sounded so good.
Utah State at the line, and a free throw ripped in by Dayton Albury to complete a three-point play. Cut it down to 63-45. Bruins have to break this press, which was reasonably effective for Utah State at the very start of the game. They've gone back to it now, trailing by a big margin. Sky Clark, jump pass to Kobe Johnson. His pass into Bilodeau. Back to the basket. Out it goes. Andrews shuttles it left. Sky Clark backs it out. Bruins have done a great job moving the ball tonight for the most part. They've got 20 assists on their 23 baskets. How about that? 6 to shoot. Sky Clark wiggles to the left, guarded by Martinez. Well, they call a foul on Bilodeau. Off the ball with 4 on the shot clock.
Bilodeau had a layup. All he had to do was put his shoulder in somebody and lay the ball up. But he passed it back out, and then he ends up getting an offensive foul at the end of the shot clock.
Utah State, after going 7 minutes without a point, now on an 8-0 run over the last minute 40 to get it back to within 63-45. Utah State calls timeout. Working on the 19-point play here with 6:08 to go. For the Bruins, it is Sky Clark with 14, Eric Daly with 10. They got a bunch of guys with 8. Mata with 8, Andrews with 8. They both had that total in the first half. Kobe Johnson has 8, and all that's come in the second half to go with 7 rebounds, too. So a pretty complete effort from Kobe Johnson. And we mentioned it's personal to him. He had 2 one-and-dones at USC. Lost in this tournament to Miami by a bucket, lost to Michigan State. In one of those games, he was scoreless. And the whole reason, Trace, a lot of these guys transferred to UCLA wasn't so much the palm trees. I mean, you got that at USC, too. It's the winning tradition. Mick Cronin knowing how to get this done in the month of March.
Yeah, I mean, you want to win. You want to go far. The further you go, the more you get looked at by the next level as well. So, you know, these guys want to come to the bright lights and perform.
Bruins will go with Johnson, Andrews, Daly, Clark, and Bilodeau now, defending with 6:06 to go. Off the inbounds, Falslev loops a pass underneath. Extra pass is low, but scooped up. Allen's 3 bangs out. Offensive rebound, though, and they'll try it again. Falslev jump shot 3 ball is short. Rebound tipped out to Kobe Johnson. 5:49 before this one is on ice. Johnson with a leisurely left-hand dribble between the rings. Tossing it left to Bilodeau. Holding it high. Getting harassed, and it goes Johnson back to the basket. Skips the pass to Clark with 15 to shoot. Guns at top of the key to Daly to Bilodeau. Rifles it left. Now to Johnson, foul line extended. His pass is dangerous, and it's knocked away. Albury had it knocked away by Johnson, who commits the foul. 35 feet from the basket. A crazy flurry both ways. UCLA has turned it over 3 times in their last 4 possessions.
They need to settle down.
Yeah, this is the kind of the worst they've played all night is right now after they built the big lead.
This is when you got to keep the pedal to the metal and you got to keep moving forward. This is not the time to break down and make a game out of it.
2 of the last 3 games, the Bruins have led by either 26 or 27. In the other game, they trailed by 27. But now this lead has shrunk to 63-45. It's a plus 18 in this one. Falslev will inbound from that far sideline, gets it across court, and now to Ian Martinez. Native Californian trying to get free of Bilodeau. He'll shake and shimmy, hold it on his right hip. Pass it away to Albury on the right wing. The Bahamas native with a jump pass out to Allen. He'll drive right around Bilodeau and then get blocked by Johnson, but he scores anyway. Now, Johnson didn't want to commit that 4th foul, so he just kind of let him go by. 5:05 to go. Lead is down to 16. It's a 10-0 Utah State run. Andrews almost traveled. Gets it away to Johnson left wing. Bruins trying to take time off the clock smartly here. But at some point, they might want to think about scoring again. It's been 3:10 since they've done it. Johnson foul line extended left. Templin on him. Pass gets away to Daly. He'll launch a 3. Back iron, no good. Sky Clark racing for the rebound. He reels it in. Flypaper on those hands to get it. And an extra bite of the apple coming here for UCLA. With 4:35 to go, Utah State still stuck at 47 points, although 10 of them have been in the last 3 minutes. Andrews to the left of the lane, 6 to shoot. Gets a return from Bilodeau, and it goes to Daly. Back to the basket, turning, firing. Got it with a swish. Eric Daly is back.
Yeah, they needed a bucket. They needed a bucket bad because You got to knock that lid off the basket when there's a drought.
Bruins by 18 again. Utah State in no particular hurry here. 4 of 30 from distance in this game. Falslev twirls inside, loops it up. No good. Bilodeau has the rebound with Falslev hitting the deck. Bruins not looking for the fast break, though. They're just trying to ease their way to victory here. They're up 65-47. Utah State, which is known as a high-flying, high-scoring team, 47 points. Their season low, by the way, is 62. They're not even at 50 yet. Andrews thumps the ball down, gets it away to Kobe Johnson with 7 on the shot clock. He's 25 feet from the basket. Gets harassed, gets it away to Bilodeau. NBA range 3, splashing in! Wow, Tyler Bilodeau, where's that been?
Well, he had to shoot it. It was at the end of the clock.
Remember, he had the 7 threes against Illinois. He had only 3 total in his 6 games after that. That one nothing but net from way downtown. 17 on the shot clock, 3:20 in the game. The Bruins are cruising forward. Although Albury jumps it inside, layup blocked from behind by Kobe Johnson. Great second half for Kobe here. And the Bruins will take some more air out of the basketball. Andrews to Johnson on the right wing. Cross-court pass, Sky Clark has it. 3:04 to go. Yeah, Utah State is going to struggle to get to 50 or 60 in this one. They average 81 points. They won't come close tonight. Andrews zigzagging right with 7 to shoot. Guns the engine. Kicks it to Johnson. Right elbow. Turning. Passing out to Daly. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. 3 ball coming. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Albury very easily. And he'll get across the timeline of the right wing. Ian Martinez holds it. Gets it back to Albury. Rising. Firing. 3 ball off to the left. Rebound volleyed in the air. And Daly is the hungriest lion in the forest. He's got that basketball. 2:27 to go. Utah State had that 10-0 run. Now they haven't scored in 3 minutes. With a passing Midwestern thunder shower here. Sky Clark to Johnson. Threads it back to Andrews. Mott has been on the bench most of the second half, by the way. A little bit dinged up. Had a good time of it. In it goes. Bilodeau, jump shot missing. Rebound tipped around. Daly wants it. He's got it, and he's fouled from behind. He actually put it home, but the basket did not count. He was fouled before that. It is all but over here in Lexington. The Bruins know they don't have to pack their bags for anywhere quite yet. They can enjoy their Friday getting ready for the Tennessee Volunteers. 2:07 remaining. We'll take one final timeout. Bruins by 21 at 68-47. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA Sports.
Pernia Law is a proud sponsor of UCLA Athletics. When it comes to providing representation after an accident or injury, Pernia Law has got you covered from start to finish. Founded by UCLA alum Artie Pernia, Pernia Law will be by your side and provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery after an injury while you get paid. When it's time to find a personal injury attorney, visit PerniaPersonalInjury.com or send a DM on Instagram at Pernia Law Group. Take comfort in knowing Pernia Law is ready to help you get paid today.
Okay, I'm getting lunch delivered. What's everyone want?
Well, I'm gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
Vegetarian for me, please. Veggie guy.
Vegetarian? Got it.
I'm allergic to nuts.
No nuts.
Oh, hey, I'm fee-free.
Sorry, fee-free?
Yeah, I don't put fees into my body. My body is a temple.
Okay, but how do I order delivery without fees?
Postmates. No delivery or service fee on orders over $50.
Order from the best restaurants in LA, totally fee-free on eligible orders over $50. Only on Postmates. Offer terms and exclusions apply. See app for details.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Ralph's. For mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Ralph's, you always get big flavors and big savings. Ralph's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
The home of your UCLA Bruins.
Highlight reel material. Go Bruins.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Pernia Law offering free consultations to all UCLA students, alumni, fans, and faculty. Go to plg.law to coordinate your free consultation with Uncle Artie. Josh Lewin, Tracy Murray with you from Lexington. We're staying put because the Bruins will tangle with the 2-seed Tennessee on Saturday. Time to be determined. The two guys the Bruins had faced before on this Utah State roster, Ian Martinez at 2 different schools, Dexter Akano at 2 different schools. They had both burned the nets against the Bruins in the past. They're a combined 1 for 15 in this game. Martinez had that streak, Tracy, of 36 straight games with at least 10 points. He is 1 of 11 in this game for 2 points. So the Bruins have done a brilliant job shutting down both those guys, Akano and Martinez. They let Falslev get free for a double-double, but that's it. I mean, Utah State, a team that usually gets to 81, right now is at 47.
Falslev would have had to get 30 for Utah State to have a chance in this one. The Bruins love taking away the top couple of options.
And they're doing that tonight for sure. Mata's back in the game for the last 2:05. Finds Stefanovic out to Trent Perry, who will back it out. Great to see that some of the Bruins can just kind of rest and relax down the stretch here. Bilodeau and Johnson among them. They're sitting. As Stefanovic gets it to Mata, touches it inside to Daly, who missed the layup. Rebound batted out. It's last touch by Mata. And Utah State will get the basketball here. Now, the last game, that horrible, horrible game against Wisconsin, the Bruins gave up 86 points, their most in 18 games. They have shrunk it down from 86 allowed to 47 allowed. There's one game later.
Are they going to look at this?
Yeah, to see if it went off of Mata or not, I suppose. I mean, just cosmetic surgery either way here, right? 1:49 to go and you're up by 21.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to extend the game like this, you know.
Nick Cronin looks like he's almost saying, like, I don't care.
Ball was out of bounds, White. Utah State ball. That ball is under review, challenged by the coach for UCLA. If he's incorrect, he'll be charged a timeout.
Oh, I stand corrected. Mick actually wanted it looked at. That's why he was talking to the officials.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no 21-point lead is safe in the last minute 49. I'm going to go ahead, though, Trace, and suggest to you that this battle against Tennessee coming up is going to be pretty classic because Tennessee is a team like UCLA that prides itself on defense. Tennessee kind of has a boogeyman chasing them. They never win in March. Rick Barnes at 29 and 26 overall when he coaches in the month of March. That's not a very good record.
No, it's not. But at the end of the day, UCLA have to come out with a better effort than this one because Tennessee's another whole 10 levels above Utah State. They have guys that can put the ball in the hole. They have everybody can play defense, and they have an active big that blocks shots and finishes.
They also got a guy with 12 assists from earlier today, Zach Ziegler. Bruins haven't had anybody with an 8-assist game all year. This guy had 12 tonight. Bruins basketball, by the way, Mick wins the challenge. It just seems like something that won't really matter much in the great scheme of things here.
Well, they just want to get the ball back so they can use the clock a little bit more.
Utah State only 20 points in the second half. They had 10 of those in one quick cloudburst. They had that 10-0 run. Other than that, only 10 points the entire half, and we're down to 1:41 to go. Sky Clark, who is team high with 14, has it left of the lane. Dangerous pass to Daly, who jumps and grabs it. 5 to shoot. Daly shimmies inside, twirls, loses his man, forces it up around and in. Welcome back, Eric Daly Jr.
And Daly shot that with the right hand off the spin.
12 of his 14 points in the second half. 1:20 to go, and the Bruins up 70-47. High pass to the corners, out of bounds off Falslev. So Utah State starting to turn it over now. They're exhausted. I mean, you can just tell
Yeah, Kano threw that one up in the 10th row.
Not a perfect game. The Bruins were outscored in terms of points in the paint. They gave up 16 offensive rebounds.
And don't think Tennessee's not looking at that.
Tennessee, though, a team that was number 1 for a while in the country earlier this year. They've been known to freeze up a little bit themselves. They went to Florida as a number 1. They shot 21% from the field in that game, Trey, so they have their games where the light bulb flickers out. Mata steps inside, tries to get to the rack, but he's fouled instead by Gadaretse. Mata will finally shoot free throws in this game. He hasn't been to the line yet. But how effective has he been? Altering shots, setting screens. Boy, here's a third straight game where Jack Seidler's going to come in. The walk-on got into a blowout against USC on the good, a blowout against Wisconsin on the bad. And he's going to get into this one with 51 seconds to go after Mata ties the drawstring on his shorts.
Let's hope that this trend doesn't keep going.
With the blowouts and Seidler?
No. Blowout we win. Blowout we lose.
Oh, the alternate.
Blowout we win.
Yeah. I don't think Tennessee's going to be a blowout one way or another.
No, I think the guys are going to be ready mentally. They just got to be ready to be physical and withstand, the physicality and defensive pressure.
Mata hit the first free throw. Second one, line drives its way in. So it's a double-digit scoring game for Adai Mata. And the record will stay. But when he plays 15 minutes or more, the Bruins have a perfect record. They'll be 10-0. 72-47. Utah State, no points in the last 4.5 minutes. Jordy Barnes trying to change that. Gets harassed by William Kyle III. Now the pass to Akano, who drives. Loses the ball. Picks it up near his own bench. 8 to shoot. Akano, guarded by Mata this time. Akano blows by. His pass picked off by Trent Perry, and that's going to do it. Utah State averages 81 a game. They're going to score 47 tonight as the Bruins dribble out the clock. They've scored 62 or more in every game this year until tonight, when the Bruins offense ceded to the Bruins defense and said, "You guys carry us home." Seidler dribbles out the clock. Oh, we'd love to just run in and lay it home here, but he'll do the classy thing. That's it. Bruins take it, and they're playing Tennessee this coming weekend. They will play them Saturday at a time to be determined. They just clobbered Utah State tonight, 72-47.
Yeah, excellent job by the Bruins. They got the job done, and now Tennessee.
Utah State started the game 2 of 3 from distance and then went 2 for 28. The Bruins, I guess, paid attention to defending that three-point periphery after Wisconsin got whatever they wanted against them a week ago. No John Tonje to ride to the rescue for Utah State. All Bruins tonight, and we'll be back for the post-game coverage in just a moment. This is Bruins basketball on the UCLA Bruins Audio Network.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to AM 570 LA Sports.
Anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere in the world.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
At Ralph's, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Ralph's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Welcome to the Westcom Bruin Locker Room Report.
Put a bow on this thing, would you?
Hold that man down! Brought to you by Westcom, the official banking partner of UCLA Athletics. Show off your Bruin pride with a Westcom Bruin Edge Visa credit card. Visit westcom.org to apply. And for terms and conditions, interviews, scores, and highlights, plus a visit with UCLA head coach Mick Cronin are all coming up. The Westcom Bruin postgame locker room report begins now.
Thank you.
All UCLA, 72-47 as they shrug off Utah State. A great game plan and guys that are expected to execute. They executed tonight. That includes guys we haven't really heard from in that department in a while. Lazar Stefanovic high up on that list. We know he's capable. We know he's floated in 20-point games, 26-point games before. I thought we were looking at a 20 tonight. He had an 8-point first half. Was so steady tonight. Some great passing, 4 assists. Lazar joins us right now. He just heard all those nice things, so sorry about that. But
keep going.
I do have to flatter you because, look, Utah State, I'm sure you took them very seriously. It's a team that averages 81 points a game. How'd you guys hold them to 47 tonight?
Focus, energy and focus. We knew we had to bring our own energy tonight, and after what happened in the Big Ten tournament, we knew we had to be much more aggressive. That's what we did. They're a great offensive team, and we prepared really well a couple days, and we executed whatever we agreed to in the locker room.
What was this week's practice like after that loss? Because it seemed like you guys were laser sharp focused.
Yeah, well, it was it was a tough game. We got some rest actually, and then got back to work. We didn't talk too much about it. We saw some mistakes we made, but it was like, okay, we got to get ready for the real thing now. We got to go here. We don't have any second chances anymore. So we had great 3 days of practice before this game, and that it showed today.
I want to ask you about your roommate from back home. Adai Mata had a 10.6 rebound, 5 block shot game. He was a plus 21. And I know that you know that he's capable of that. How nice is it that you saw what he's capable of tonight? You got to do it on a big stage.
Yeah, you see how important it is for us when the other team in their press conferences, they talk about him a lot. And that's something that it was their emphasis to trap him. And you see how much attention he draws when he's in there. Every time he caught a ball, everybody trying to come in and steal the ball from him. And it's great that he's become a great defensive presence and blocking shots. And it helps us be more aggressive up front when we know we have him who's going to block a shot in the back.
What was the defensive game plan against Utah State?
Pressure. Nothing easy, nothing soft. They're a really good execution team. Run a lot of sets, so if you kind of try to don't let them run those sets, then they'll struggle, and that's what we did.
Was there anything said about defensive rebounding?
Yeah, it was. We were told they're a good rebounding team, but we struggled with that in the first half especially.
Right.
But a little bit in the second, but I think it got better. I don't know about the stats. But yeah, it was said a lot. It was said a lot about it in halftime too.
I bet.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
Whatever's going to be said in the locker room right now, we want you to go hear it. So go do a great job again on Saturday. Glad we're sticking around, buddy. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Great win, Lazar.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right, that's the very talented, very, very kind Lazar Stefanovic. He had the big first half. In fact, his biggest half, either first half or second half, in 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that are experienced, and that's a key coming off the bench. If he can be locked in and bring that experience, and, you know, the Bruins will be in great shape. They always need a punch off the bench.
Well, the bench sparkled tonight, even though Sebastian Mack didn't have a point. It was a game of runs, too, I think, Trace. The Bruins had runs of 12-0, 14-0, then at the end, 9-0. Utah State didn't score in the last 5-14. They also had a stretch where they didn't score for 7 minutes in that second half. So you add those two droughts together. The Bruins pitched a shutout for 12 minutes and 14 seconds in the second half. All of the 20 points scored by Utah State, essentially, just doing the math in that leftover portion. I mean, that's pretty incredible.
Well, while they were pitching that shutout, they were also scoring the basketball, and that's how the league went up. You have to get live ball turnovers, and you have to convert them to baskets.
Bruins 72, Utah State 47, moving on to play Tennessee. We do anticipate talking to Mick Cronin. It might take a while to get to him, but we had a lot of other things to tell you. When we come back, Nick Cope will join when we return to Lexington. This is Bruins basketball.